Welcome to the show, it's time to take flight. Smash that follow button, let's soar through the night. Subscribers rolling in, the hype's getting real. Big donations dropping, yeah, you know the deal. Thunder in the skies, more thunder on the rise. We're climbing through the tears, aiming for the prize. Chat's on fire, the energy's alive. In this streaming world, only the best survive. The grind never stops, we're leveling up high. Viewers in the cockpit, let's kiss the ground goodbye. Donations pouring in, fueling up the dream. We're on a mission, nothing's what it seems. Thunder in the skies, war thunder on the rise. We're climbing through the tears, aiming for the prize. Chat's on fire, the energy's alive. In this streaming world, only the best survive. Bombs away, we're diving down low. War thunder battles, let the bullets flow. Followers stacking, the squadron's getting tight. In this virtual war, we own the night. From biplanes to jets, we're mastering the skies. Grinding out the battles, watch those enemies cry. Sub-alerts popping, every win's a thrill. In the sky-high war, we're ready to kill. Thunder in the skies, war thunder on the rise. We're climbing through the tears, aiming for the prize. Chat's on fire, the energy's alive. In this streaming world, only the best survive. On the way, we're diving down low. War thunder battles, let the bullets flow. Followers stacking, the squadron's getting tight. In this virtual war, we own the night. From biplanes to jets, we're mastering the skies. Grinding out the battles, watch those enemies cry. Sub-alerts popping, every win's a thrill. In the sky-high war, we're ready to kill. So gear up squad, let's light up the stream. In this war of pixels, we reign supreme. Followers, subs, bits, bring them all in. In the world of war thunder, it's time to win. Oh yeah, war thunder on the rise. Oh yeah, war thunder on the rise.
Game crashers, foreign chasers dancing around. Lost that match, yeah, he's the fucking clown. Like spikes hit, war chasers on the scene. Always in the background, fucking up the drain. Play more chaser, it's always his fault. When the stream goes to shit, he's the one to assault. Drop that hashtag, let's light up the chat. Hashtag play more chaser, yeah, we all know that. Guns won't fire, war chasers to blame. Miss that damn target, he's the one to shame. Connections down, war chasers in control. Fucking up the server, that's his only goal. Play more chaser, it's always his fault. When the stream goes to shit, he's the one to assault. Drop that hashtag, let's light up the chat. Hashtag play more chaser, yeah, we all know that. Guns won't fire, war chasers to blame. Miss that damn target, he's the one to shame. Connections down, war chasers in control. Fucking up the server, that's his only goal. Play more chaser, it's always his fault. When the stream goes to shit, he's the one to assault. Drop that hashtag, let's light up the chat. Hashtag play more chaser, yeah, we all know that. Got booted from the game, war chasers to blame. Every little glitch, it's all part of his game. Subs start to drop, you know who to call. War chasers that ain't wrecking us all. Mic cuts out, war chasers in the mix. Everything's his fault, he's pulling all the tricks. Lost that damn fight, he's the one to curse. War chaser sabotage, it's only getting worse. Plain war chaser, it's always his fault. When the stream goes to shit, he's the one to assault. Drop that hashtag, let's light up the chat. Hashtag blame war chaser, yeah, we all know that. So when things fuck up and chaos ensues, there's only one answer, you know what to do. Blame war chaser, shout it loud and clear. In this crazy stream world, he's the engineer. Guns won't fire, war chasers to blame. Miss that damn target, he's the one to shame. Connections down, war chasers in control. Fucking up the server, that's his only goal. Blame war chaser, it's always his fault. When the stream goes to shit, he's the one to assault. Drop that hashtag, let's light up the chat. Hashtag blame war chaser, yeah, we all know that. Guns won't fire, war chasers to blame. Miss that damn target, he's the one to shame. Connections
What is up, everybody? We got this new War Chaser jam going. This shit's so good. Woo! Like way too good. How's everybody doing? What up? What up? What up? David Jorda, welcome. Welcome. What up, man? I see you on the YouTube stream. How you doing? New name. Welcome. It is what? Wednesday? Is that the case? Holy shit, midweek already. Guys, it's been super busy around here. I'm so sorry for the lack of content. Genuinely, I've been working like crazy. Whether it's work or just like clinics that I had to be at, it's been a wild week. But we should be getting back on track. I've reached out to a fair amount of you. Those of you that are Twitch subs and YouTube members, what up? I see y'all on the screen right now. I've reached out to a few of you that wanted to set up some 1v1 fights in VTOL VR or DCS or whatever it might be. So if you haven't been reached out to yet, it's coming. All right, it's on the way. You're just not there at the list yet, but some of you have been reached out to. So make sure you're checking out the Discord to see if I'm saying, hey man, let's fight. So we're going to set some up this week. And we'll see what you guys have learned from watching me. William, what up, dude? How we doing? We're doing good, homie. How you doing? That's the real question. How are you doing? All right, guys, here's the deal. It's War Thunder. You guys know the rules. If you want to play, the answer is yes, you can play, right? So if you want to play, the answer is yes, you can play. How you play is this. You send me a friend request. Really quick, Cerberus 0351. You can't fuck it up. It's the YouTube name, it's the Twitch name, it's the all-around name. Send a friend request right there, and I will get you added on my friends list, and then I'll add you to the squadron. Okay, that'll be how we pull that off. Sound good? Does that work? I gotta turn this audio down for me real quick because the music's loud on my end. All right. So, could be better, but could be worse. That's scary. That's scary. Sometimes that's what we got to do, though. We got to look at that glass half full. But man, that sucks. That super sucks. Always better is the game plan, right? Always better. Invite your friends, man. I ain't got no goddamn friends. Coffee, you want in? I got you, dude. Let's do it. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you want in. Right, put a 1 in the chat if you want to come on in and play, and I will get you added right now. 1 in the chat, guys. While we're waiting on this, we are pushing super hard for 90 followers, and I know Friday Night Flights is probably gonna do it, right? Friday Night Flights is probably gonna tip the scales to 90, but if we could hit 90 ahead of time, shit, you know what I'm saying? If we could hit 90 ahead of time, that'd be huge. Yeah, the idea here is we're gonna go relatively low levels, so 3 and below, simply because the matchmaking seems to just work out a little better for us. It seems to go a little faster. Okay, so we'll go 4 and below, or 3 and below at least, until we climb too high, and then we won't have a fucking choice, right? But the matchmaking does go faster. I'm gonna give it one more shout out, 1 in the chat if you want to play. Go ahead, type it even before you send me the friend request. If not, then Coffee and myself are about to go in here and mess people up. Yeah, we're at 947 subscribers on YouTube. We're real close to that 1,000 mark. The lack of growth this week is my fault. All right, we're gonna play. Boy, did I have a hard day. Time to chill out and enjoy the stream. What up, dude? Well, feel free to spill the beans and spill the tea on what you want to spill. So if you want to vent, let it happen. If you don't, that's cool too. We'll just chill and hang out. Yeah, the content's been light on my end, man. I'm telling you, I probably put in close to 100 hours between non-YouTube stuff, just like work and getting around for hockey season and all that stuff. It's been crazy last week. So plus it was my birthday and shit like that, right? So I'm hoping this week's a much lighter week. I've already got I think 3 1v1s scheduled, and I'm super stoked for that. Hopefully I can get like 2 more scheduled this week. Has Mark 8 started yet? What is Mark 8? What is that? Lloyd, first and foremost, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good week. It's midweek for us, Wednesday, the Wednesday War Thunder stream. What you mean by Mark 8, or is that a B? I don't fucking know. I can't see. I mean, you want to know? Yeah, if you want to spill the beans, brother, spill the beans. The event, what? There's a War Thunder event? You got the wrong guy. I got no clue. I got no clue. War Thunder is my game where Wednesday, so Monday and Tuesday are usually wild ass work days for me. So then like Wednesday is like this decompress, get back into the content flow day. So Wednesday really is just like a bullshit with chat kind of day, and that's why I play War Thunder. Is it's not a game that takes a lot of my focus. It's not like going to play DCS where I have to manage the entire aircraft, right? It's very arcadey. It's also why we play arcade battles and stuff like that. So I'm not so sure what goes on in the War Thunder community. Wednesday is really just the day where I try to play as much as I can with you guys, because tomorrow's stream will be a much more involved, like tactical kind of stream. We play some DCS and it gets like real simulation heavy, and I may or may not play with viewers. It just depends. And then there's Friday, which is when I play with you guys. And I didn't even get to stream Saturday. I didn't even have the ability to cancel it properly either. Saturday was so much. I'm telling, oh my God, we're dead already. I'm telling you guys, there was so much stuff I had to do last week. You got kicked in the back of the knee? Oh shit, that shit hurts. Not good. Little fight broke out. No way. Over what? What was it? I mean, how do you get kicked in the knee? Wait, I need detail. Like I know why I would kick somebody in the knee, but like, how do you go from a little fight broke out to I got kicked in the knee? I feel like we're missing all the juicy bits here. You know, we gotta get into those juicy bits. Will this guy die? Okay, no, because we're just gonna run out. We're just gonna run out. Ooh-wee. Ooh, not fun, says War Chaser. It depends. If you're the kicker, it's kind of fun. If you're the one getting kicked, though, yeah, you're right. It ain't fun. It ain't fun at all. You want to see? Oh, dude, I got crazy knee stories. I got a crazy knee story for you, as a matter of fact. But I got to know how you go from little fight to kicked in the knee, let alone kicked in the back of the knee. Why you got your back to the enemy, right? That's what we got to know. How did you end up in the position? What was the fight over? I gotta know. I gotta know. I got a crazy knee story. Happened over the weekend. Not to me, thank God. I can't take another injury right now. I can't take another injury. A takedown move. Whoa, wait, you did the takedown? Oh, stop it. So wait. Or did you get taken down? What was the fight over? This is the intriguing part. How did we get here as humans? How did we go, okay, now is the time that we need to beat some skulls, you know? Because I know how I get to the point of fighting, but I'm always curious, like, what was it? Oh, we're gonna die. What was it that brought you to that point where it was like, I have no other choice but to put my body on the line, you know? I gotta know. Now I need the juicy deets, my God. So look, Friday night I had the first hockey game of our new season for myself, right? Because you guys know I play myself. So I'm on 2 teams this year. My first game of the season was Sunday night was the first game of the season. And midway through like the second period, all of a sudden one of our guys just like hobbles to the bench in the middle of the play, and we're like, what's going on? He completely tore his MCL in the middle of the hockey game. So now he's out for like 3 months. It's crazy. So I'm sketched out about knees right now. Knees are creepy, right? Because I watched that. You gotta take him down with you. Hell yeah, you gotta take him down with you. But what was it about? You know, what was it about? Was it like a lunch money thing? You know, like, what was it about? Did he steal your backpack? Like, what could it be? Oh my God, we did not just hit that guy. Oh, that's not how we wanted this life to go, folks. That's not how we wanted this to go. Well, at least we'll damage that guy up. Dang it. He was a little drunk. Whoa, hold up. Hell yeah, dude. If you get taken down, you gotta take him down with you. That's the way it goes. Sometimes, so look, when it comes to fighting, sometimes you got to fight on the principle of fighting, even if you're not a fighter, you know, even if you're not the type that likes to fight. There's some fights that just have to happen, you know. And if somebody was drinking, right, if someone was drinking, my money's on that was one of those unavoidable situations where that fight just kind of needed to happen, you know. That's what I know I screwed the prop. Yeah, I know I screwed the prop, I screwed the pooch, you know. It just wasn't good. Wasn't good out of the rip. It's first game of War Thunder in a week. Yeah, I'm a fighter. I have that tendency. It doesn't mean I'm a good fighter, but I love a fight. I really enjoy a fight, especially if I'm drinking, which I haven't done in a really long time, but I love a good fight. I used to grapple with my best friends all the time, just for the hell of it. Like, it'd be like a Thursday. We'd be like, hey, what are you doing after work? Like, nothing, cool. Like, wanna fucking throw down a bit? And like, that was the answer. We'd fucking just thrash each other. And it got dirty sometimes, like complete like kicks and shit to the like the inside of your thigh, like your femoral artery and shit like that. Stuff hurts. He started fucking around. He found out what a monkey fist to the head feels like. That's funny. That's super funny. That's super funny. That's I stay out of bars, man. I stay out of bars because there's always ruckus, and like I'll take that shit. Like I'll take the ruckus. Like I'm for it, and it's just not a good look anymore. I'm too old for that shit. I feel those fights a lot more, you know. Like I can't remember the last time outside of a hockey game that I've been in a fight, when that one wasn't too long ago. But that's different. Like that's totally different than like a bare knuckle bang. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's been years since I've been in a fight, but I miss it. As silly as that sounds, I fucking miss that shit. I love fighting. That shit hurts when you get hit with it. Dude, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, War Chaser used to beat people up with metal rods because he's too scared to fight them, you know, like a man. That's what that is. That's what that is. War Chaser use weapons in fights. Ain't no such thing as a fair fight, though. Ain't no such thing as a fair fight. I'll give you that. If you're fighting fair, you're fighting to lose. That's how I see it. But there are limits. Like glass bottles, probably off limits, right? At least should be. Should be. You know, it's called escalation. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I started with the steel baton at times, you know, like we escalated to other things, but that's a different story. Oh, I can say that because I was never a cop, so this shit'll be real confusing. I'll be like, what is he talking about? Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Man, I'm tired today. Ugh. Getting up so early nowadays. I don't like it. I'm going to bed early too, which is extra gross. Don't kill me, you motherfucker. Come on, bro. I needed that. What a douche canoe, man. Hopefully my rear gunner ate his Wheaties today and he's ready to go. If you're not cheating, you're not winning. Yeah, my statement is I'd rather be a cheater than a loser. You know, that's what I always say. I try to not say it when I coach kids, but sometimes it slips. I'd rather be a cheater than a loser. You cheated. Nah, bitch, you lost. You know what's worse, you know? So I'd rather be a cheater than a loser. I'll own that shit. That don't bother me. That don't bother me one bit. I don't want to take any bomb. I hate this play. All right, this warm-up game's not good. Told Tom that one day at school. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Oh yeah, he's the worst person that you could say that to. That guy had more integrity than fucking Jesus himself. Yeah, worst person to fucking say that to. Super funny though. Like, super funny. This guy he's talking about is like 6'7", 6'7", probably close to it. He towered over my ass, and I'm tall, and probably a good 300 pounds, I'd say. And not muscle, but there was some muscle there too. Like, former athlete, I think he played like basketball back in the day in college and stuff like that. Big motherfucker, like Andre the Giant kind of motherfucker. And real intimidating too. Like, one of the most intimidating people you're gonna come across just with his presence, but also like one of the most down to earth and like nice dudes out there. Super full of integrity though. So saying some shit like that, I could see the veins in his head as his eyes get wide, and he just does that little glasses tilt thing and looks at you over him like, motherfucker, I'll eat your soul. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Good dude though. Good dude. But god damn. He scared the shit out of a ton of people just by being himself. Everyone used to think he was so mean. He wasn't mean at all. That's the thing though, right? Like, people that are either capable of doing great violence, have done great violence, or just like are big and imposing, often don't feel the need to be assholes because like they don't have to be, right? Like, if he needed to fucking do some shit, he could get it done. So he wasn't an asshole the rest of the time. Battered but standing. Oh, you won? Well, there you go. Hey, sometimes you just gotta do it whether or not you win or lose. Fighting is a matter of principle to me sometimes. I've taken plenty of fights that I know I can't win just because the situation warranted it. Like, you gotta jump in there, you gotta take it, you gotta let it happen. But again, it's been easily 10 years since I've been in a non-hockey related fight. Thankfully, right? I don't know that I could do it anymore. I'm so battered and beat up. My body's all kinds of broken. Younger me though was a different story. Younger me. Younger me is gonna be taken the wrong way a million ways over. Younger me was not a biker. Let me just say that. I was not a biker. Okay? But I rode with a core group of dudes. And when I say core group, there was about 25 of us. And we rode together all the time. It just is what it is. We weren't bikers. I'm not saying that I was like some Hells Angels bullshit. None of that's what I'm saying. But I rode with this core group of dudes, and it was in a really small town. So the police kind of sort of classified us as a gang. We weren't a gang, but they kind of classified us as a gang. We were hooligans. And the police would often show up to the house. So we had a house that kind of was like a clubhouse, but again, not biker. Cops would show up all the fucking time though. And back in those days, there was a absolute shit ton of fighting, whether it was infighting or whether it was just fighting for the sake of killing time, or whether it was doing whatever we needed to do. Wizard Hawk, I'm guessing you want in? Is that the game plan? Let me send you an invite. If you're on. Here we go. Eric, what up, dude? How you doing? We got Wizard Hawk going with an invite. I think that's what it was. I think someone was like, yo, I want to play. So yeah, man. That was the thing, man. I used to fight all the time back in that era of my life. It's a war story, except the scar. It's a war story. Yeah. So it's been a while since I've had to fight like that, but I have done it. I'm glad I don't have to anymore. Eric, I'm doing great myself. I know you're talking to War Chaser. That's kind of disgusting. You should make better friends, but yeah, man, I'm doing great. It's good to see you're doing great as well. If you go War Thunder jumping in and enjoy, yeah, man, we're playing with viewers always. Yeah, I don't even know that I could fight today. you know? Like, I would do it if I needed to. Like, I would at a minimum like stall so whoever could get away. Like, I favor my chances, but man, it would feel like shit afterwards. Like, I would hurt so bad trying to do it today. But yeah, back when I rode, I don't even ride a motorcycle anymore, right? But back when I rode, fighting was just kind of natural with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you weren't on your bike, you were probably throwing down at a bar or at the house or some shit. I don't play War Thunder anymore. After 700 hours of it, I can't enjoy it anymore. Well, guess what? I can't either. No, I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite game. It's a good like reset to the content. For me, like War Thunder starts my content days of the week. So it's a good like ease into it because it doesn't require a lot of effort on my part to make it happen. So that's why we go with it. I would much rather be playing DCS or something along those lines right now. But it's harder to play with you guys too. Not everybody has DCS, right? Not everybody has BMS. Like War Thunder is free, so I know for a fact that anybody that wants to play could play, you know? So I just try to be accessible. It's a good accessible game. I like having a free to play list on rotation just so that if someone's like, fuck man, I want to play games with you, and I'm like, cool, like go grab this free game, because I don't want people to spend money to play with me, you know? I'd rather just play. Come and hang out. The confidence in Evil Grin needs to be there. You don't have either, you're screwed. Yeah, I think that's true. You got top tier air in America and Russia, that's enough. Yeah, yep. I'm content where I'm at with these. Like, if I want a World War II game, I'll go play IL-2, which I do enjoy, right? But it's not accessible. That's my big thing. The games I would prefer to play involve hundreds of dollars in like flight sticks, right? Like you would need flight sticks, or you would need VR and stuff like that. So I'm like, War Thunder is one of those games that it's on PC, it's on console, it reaches the entire audience, you know? So that's where you guys ever cracked your neck and think, fuck, that's loud? Not entirely. I don't get it. I don't get the neck cracking thing. Like I've done it a couple times, but I've never thought it felt good. I've always thought it was weird. I don't know. I don't do the neck cracking thing. I've heard people crack their necks and backs so goddamn loud though. But for me, I don't get it. Ooh, which Assassin's Creed, Eric? Which Assassin's Creed? Yo, Jabba's a big bitch too. That motherfucker's huge. I was gonna meet up with him when he was out here not that long ago for a conference, but he ditched me to go shoot machine guns out of a helicopter, so I can't blame him. He's a big motherfucker too though. He's a big Boston dude. He's like 6'5", a couple 100 pounds, probably like 260. The thing with Jabba is though, like Jabba'd fucking kill you if he needed to. Like there's no little bit of fight in him, you know? Like he's a tried and true like Boston dude. Like he'd fucking kill you if he needed to. Just did it. Oh, that's great. I couldn't do it, man. I don't like the twisty part. I can't get my head at the right angle either, you know? Feels weird. Every time somebody cracks their necks, I think every time they snap it in half. Yeah. What? Hold on. What is Jabra? What are you talking about? The bone sound system. What are you going on? Fucking blame War Chaser for fucking it up. Blame it. You bought Assassin's Creed Mirage on Monday, but I played Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Oh, Black Flag was my favorite. Black Flag. Jesus, ban him. Cancelled. Black Flag was not only a good Assassin's Creed game, I think it ranks in probably like the top 2 or 3 for best pirate game ever made. We don't have very many good pirate games, but Black Flag 100% is a great pirate game. Not the original one. I played the original one. You heard it. It was a slip. I told you I'm tired. Oh, my mouth didn't make the L, and then I just felt the need to laugh about it, right? Because clearly I wasn't trying to say that. It was just a slip up and funny. I did play the original Assassin's Creed. I played, I think 1, 2, 3, and then Black Flag. But Black Flag was my favorite. I stopped after that though. They all kind of, they're the Ubisoft feel, you know? Like every Assassin's Creed game is pretty much the last Assassin's Creed game. Which is a bummer because they got a good like feel to them, like a good game loop, like a really good premise. But they just it's too good to where it doesn't, they can't innovate a lot very well. I wish I could put this fire out. There's a Bluetooth earpiece from Jabra that uses the bone in your skull. Oh, that sounds cool. Does it sound good? What if you have bad bone density? Is your fucking audio hollow? That would be funny, right? Yeah, so I don't hate Assassin's Creed. It's just once you play one of them, you've kind of played all of them. The original ones I think were really good because I liked the Animus story that they had, right? Like you were recreating memory fragments, and because like it was your ancestor that was the assassin and shit. Like that was super cool. And I feel like that storytelling just kind of went away once they started getting into things like Black Flag and Valhalla and everything, you know? That's what I think. I definitely am on fire, or was. Now I'm fucking broken. I like it when it's on fire. It's cold in here. Same with Far Cry. Oh, don't get me started. Love Far Cry, but I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. The Far Cry, my favorite Far Cry though, an unpopular fucking opinion right here, is Primal. Though, or I think it's called Primal. The one where you're a caveman. That shit was so cool. See, that was a good twist on the Far Cry, like, gameplay loop. And honestly, that's all it is it's a very specific gameplay loop. It's Ubisoft did it same with like Ghost Recon and what is the other one? Maybe it's just Ghost Recon. But like all the Ghost Recon games, they're the same. They're pretty much Far Cry, to be honest with you, right? Like Far Cry and Ghost Recon are kind of the same fucking games over and over and over again. It's not that they're bad, they're just, Ubisoft isn't very innovative. You know, once they dropped Splinter Cell and once they kept reinventing Assassin's Creed and Ghost Recon and Far Cry, they just kind of, they lost their touch. 5 is really good too. Every time I get asked a question, the eyes are open, the mouth moves. But Mr. Brain has long since departed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Far Cry 5 is super good. I agree with you there. I liked Far Cry, but it just, it's kind of same. Look, same shit with Grand Theft Auto, right? Or Red Dead, like all the Rockstar games. Honestly, most of the Rockstar games. You look at GTA, you look at Bully, you look at RDR. It's the same gameplay loop, and it's fun, but it does get repetitive. The difference is Rockstar is an amazing storytelling company. You know, like the storytelling that Rockstar does is way better than the storytelling Ubisoft will ever do. I feel like that's where they lost me on the Assassin's Creed stuff, is the Animus story was so cool and then they just abandoned it for these themes, which the themes are cool too, but I feel like there's something to the story. Primal is really good to get away from all the gunplay. Yeah, that's why I liked Primal. It was so different. It's the fun. I like the gameplay loop of questing and crafting and stuff. But Primal did it just different enough, right? Just different enough where it felt like it was something that you could get through a little longer than maybe you'd get through another Far Cry game, you know? Yeah, Rockstar does good, but it's really their storytelling. Like Vice City isn't much different from San Andreas, and that's not much different from Grand Theft Auto 5, right? And that's not much different from RDR from a gameplay perspective. There were so many Assassin's Creed. The one that had the original one with the church. Yeah, exactly. You like Vice City more than San Andreas? Well, hold on. San Andreas, was that the one where you were in a gang? That's like the first time they introduced like the gang mechanics, and like that's the first time they introduced like you could work out with your character. That was San Andreas. If that's the case, yeah, I like San Andreas better. I feel like it added so much depth. Vice City, and there was another one. Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City to me were very similar. San Andreas stepped the game up with new mechanics, like they added new things to it, but I think San Andreas shaped Grand Theft Auto for what we see in like Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. I really liked 5 though. Grand Theft Auto 5 was one of the coolest Grand Theft Auto experiences ever, because you got to play as 3 different characters that each had their own story, but all the stories intertwined together, right? And that was like, it was a really cool, again, a new twist on it. So I like that about GTA 5. I think GTA 5 is probably my favorite out of them, just because the characters were fucking amazing. And Rockstar outdid themselves with the storytelling for that game. Like, you had one dude that was like your gangster, right? You had like the black guy, he was like your gangster dude, and he had like his own shit that he had to deal with from being from the hood and all that. Then you had like the white collar motherfucker, like rich motherfucker, some old like miserable white guy who hates his family and kids, and like half of his story, like he's a shrink, and like he just gets wrapped up into some shit that he shouldn't be up in. And then you had Trevor, which is by far one of the most spot on characters you could ever have out there, which was some trailer trash white dude in a wife beater that was like cooking meth and shit. The characters were incredible, man. Vice City was, or sorry, Grand Theft Auto 5, I think was peak GTA storytelling. I don't think there's ever been storytelling like that. Probably not just in GTA, but just in a video game. Period. Period. The story of RDR2 was made. Don't fucking spill it. Don't spill it, Eric. Here's the thing. I'm late to the game, but I just started playing RDR2 in my downtime, which I don't have much of, so I get to play it for like an hour and a half a week. So I'm trying to slowly just get through RDR2 because I've always wanted to pick it up, but I know I'm gonna get hooked on it. So I'm trying to do it in small chunks. And my wife's like, we need a game to play. And I was like, fucking Red Dead it is. Let's do it. So don't spoil it. I'm trying to stay away from all RDR shit. Dude, Trevor, yes, is a favorite. All right, look, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. If you're here and you want to play, put a 1 in chat. I'll send you a invitation to the squad. We got 2 spots open right now, so if you want to play, go ahead, drop a 1 in the chat. We'll get you pulled in here. Trevor was impeccable, right? Like amazing character. But I think the other 2 were just as good. I think Trevor was real fucking perfect. I think Michael was perfect too, and I forget the other guy's name. But I think they were all fucking perfect. Yeah, I've heard it's really amazing. But look, everybody says The Last of Us is really amazing, and I can't seem to get into The Last of Us. I just don't find it that good. And I love Naughty Dog. I think Uncharted is the best video game series ever made. I love the Uncharted games. I've played every single Uncharted game, I think. Maybe if there's been a new one in like the past 4 years, I haven't played it, but I've played every one that I can think of religiously, and I love Uncharted. All right, it doesn't look like we got any ones coming in. War Chaser, you jumping in? You want an invite? Dude, Uncharted is amazing. It's like a better version of Indiana Jones. Like Indiana Jones is meh to me, but Uncharted, amazing. All right, let me get you an invite shot over. You don't even have the game on. You don't even have the game on. You know? Unless you change your name. I don't even see you on the list. There you are down there. All right, loading now. All right, we'll wait 2 seconds for you. We'll wait. The scenery of RDR2 is also something that makes one of the best games ever. I don't hate it. I'm playing it on a PS4 though, so I'm not getting the best graphics out of it. I've had it for ages. I bought it when it first came out and I never fucking played it. The Metro games are good too. Is that true? I've heard that. I have a couple, but I haven't played them through. For the longest time, I was doing like Humble Bundle. I was subscribed to Humble Bundle, so I have like hundreds of games that I've never played just because like I would get, 12, 15 games a month for $7. Yeah, so I might have to give the Metro games a go. All right, we're waiting on you, War Chaser. Go fucking figure. Didn't like Metro? Why, it scared you? It was too scary for you? Is that what it was? Yeah, I've heard the Metro games are good. Red Dead, the scenery's okay. My issue with Rockstar games as a whole is how heavy they make the characters, right? Like there's always like an uncomfortable level of input lag. And this is true with, GTA as well. It's the only thing I don't like about Rockstar games. I also really liked Bully. Like, I know Bully was like a smaller, like lesser known Rockstar title, but I think Bully was really fucking amazing. You didn't make it out of the tunnel in Metro. Would you play like 2033? Is that the one where you start off in that little sewer way? I don't remember. Man, that's a good combo. Greatest game of all time, or favorite game of all time. I think for me it's Uncharted, the Uncharted series. I loved every single minute of the Uncharted game. War Chaser, did you get that fucking invite, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? We did the invite thing. We did it. Yeah, it takes half. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. It's the only downfall. There we go. It's the only downfall to a Rockstar game is how heavy the characters are. I can't believe, one, that we know that there's going to be a GTA 6, and two, that we haven't had it yet. Right? They've taken forever to put it out. The downfall is I probably won't even get into it. Because it's just going to take up too much time. Which is good and bad. Like, that's the thing with a Rockstar game, is with a Rockstar game, you're going to get your money's worth. You know for a fact that I'm going to spend 60 to $100 on this game, which is a lot of money, and I'm going to get 300, 400, 500 hours out of this, and probably 100 of that is the fucking story, and then there's all the replayability. Like, you're going to get your money's worth out of a Rockstar game. That's the only advantage. The gun gameplay is good in Rockstar games though. Yeah, I agree. And I like the traveling in Rockstar games. Like, the driving is fine. It's not a sim, which is okay, but like in GTA, the driving is just fine. And I love the horses in RDR. Like, they kind of work well. And the hunting in RDR might also be like one of the best hunting games ever made. Right? Like, I play hunting games on occasion. Like, I have The Hunter, I have Call of the Wild, stuff like that. I prefer to just fire up RDR and run around hunting things. So I've played probably 50 total hours of Red Dead, but I've never played the story. I've either only played online, or I just kind of run around and fucking kill animals and shit. But most of my time was spent just playing RDR online. And there it was like about how much I was playing with friends, and it just got really questionable from a character point of view on some of the shit that we were doing in the game. Which is funny, right? But yeah, I played with War Chaser a little bit, RDR online, and then I played with a couple other friends, and we just kind of ran around and kind of griefed everybody we could find, because it was kind of fun. Like, we were in a group of like 4, and we just go find that single or 2-stack squad and just like hog tie their asses, throw them on trains. It's like stuff like that, right? Like, that was amazing, but I've never played the story. Call of the Wild, another. Yeah, okay, bet. That's rare. A lot of people don't play them. Call of the Wild's good. I think Way of the Hunter is a little better. It's got a really cool like pressure system to it, and like a genetics system that's super cool. So like you can't just harvest every animal you see, or else you'll start fucking up the gene pool. So that's cool. It's a cool mechanic. I played it on stream one night. It was a lot of fun. It's another good like I don't feel like focusing kind of game. Schnitzelburger, what up, dude? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What a name. What a fantastic name. Somebody get this guy named. That's why I love it. The Way of the Hunter is pure realism. Yeah, that one's really good. Call of the Wild was okay. Like there's a lot of shit to do in Call of the Wild. Or what is it? The Hunter Call of the Wild? I don't know. There's a lot of shit to do in it, but it's just okay. Way of the Hunter is so good. William is taking my leave and going back to sniping. Wait, what are you playing? What are you playing if you're sniping? Thanks for stopping by, bud. Enjoy your time. Whatever you're about to go do. Snipping? Sniping? Sniping's 2 P's. I don't fucking know. Reading comprehension, folks. Get with it. Yeah. Way of the Hunter is cool. There's the original The Hunter or whatever it is, like the online one that you had to pay a subscription for. That one was also really good. Like you had to buy the licenses for the animals and stuff, and like they cost real money, so the game kind of got expensive, but it was really good. I liked the RPG mechanics in it, to where how you ranked up was really dependent on what you did. And that's a common theme amongst games I like. Like I like RuneScape for that reason. Like I love the leveling system in RuneScape. I love the leveling system in Albion, just because like you have to do the tasks to rank up. Same with Tarkov. Your favorite gun in Way of the Hunter was the Lapua. Yeah, and you get it super fucking early too. You get it super early. I love the way English people pronounce my name. Uh-oh. That means I jacked it up, huh? No, I gotta know now. Fuck, I wish I knew. I know what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying. My wife's Indian and like from India, and there's a couple words she says that I'm just like, say it again. You know, like it's funny. I love them. Is he German? I mean, that's kind of a safe guess. It could be completely wrong, but it's kind of a safe guess. Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe how good the 338 was in the game though, right? Because it like, dude, it carries you. Like you don't have to buy another weapon for a really long time. Like you can hunt a whole lot of shit in that game with that rifle, and you get it so early, so early. Plus, I liked the questing system in that game. You're Australian? Shut the fuck up. You're lying. You lie. Wait. Okay. Hold up. Wait. That was his next guess? Wait. Explain this. Is it German heritage, but like you're born in Australia? Like maybe your parents or grandparents were German, but then they immigrated to Australia? Is that what it is? I'm curious because educate me, I guess is what I'm saying, because I would have never guessed Australian. I don't know shit about Australia, but I would have never guessed Australian. So like, how is that your second guess? That's what I want to know. Oh, Austrian, thank God. See, reading, dude, I'm telling you, Austrian makes total sense. Never mind, forget the fucking statement. Austrian makes complete and total sense. My text is real small. What up, Sean? How you doing? I know. Hey, look, I'm gonna fuck it up, my guy. Blame War Chaser, all right? It's his fault. He didn't correct me. Blame War Chaser. Sean-tastic, what up? What up? Because when it's written out, the L and the I next to each other, they kind of blend together on a computer with the font that like the chat systems choose to use. Like they kind of just blend together. They're easy to squish together. That's why I think people screwed up. Austria makes total fucking sense. I have a couple Austrian friends for whatever it's worth, and that makes complete and total sense to me. Some of my favorite people are actually my Austrian friends. I love the Austrian sense of humor. It cracks me up. They're very they're kind of crude and just like very to the fucking point. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Schweitz, is that right? Schweitz? Schweitz? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna get canceled for fucking around, screwing around with an accent I don't have. Watch. Not that you could cancel me, just saying, not worth canceling to begin with. And second to that, I'll just find somewhere to be. You know what a schnitzel is? All right, look, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But is it not just like a piece of meat, like veal, that's like fried? It's like breaded and fried. Is that not a schnitzel? Or no, or it's a snack, right? It's either the word for snack, or but it's that. It's one of those two. Which one? Which one? Am I right? Because I just realized I'm the white kid ever. So I've had schnitzel in Switzerland, and when I ordered it, it was like a piece of like breaded fried meat thing. But that doesn't mean that that's what it is. It could be something like snack. Like in India, chaat means snack, right? So there's all different kinds of chaat, and some of them even have chaat in the name, right? So like it just means like a snack, and I don't think they're a fucking snack. I think you'd have this chaat as a fucking meal. Like that shit's real good. I actually have it as a meal on occasion, but I assume schnitzel's kind of similar. Vexus, provided my hard drive starts working again, and if your party ain't full, I might join. Well, I'd love to have you, man. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Man, shout out to you, Vexus. You've been holding it down in Discord quite a bit. I've been MIA because of life, and there's a couple of you that are crushing it in the Discord by keeping it active. So you're one of them. Thank you. Hey, I was right. It's cow, pig, or chicken deep fry. What up? Oh shit. See, I'm cultured, motherfucker. I'm kidding. I've traveled. I only know that because I ordered it in Switzerland once. That's all. And the only reason I ordered it is because it's the only thing I could get at the hour that I was ordering food. Like nobody else would deliver anything to me. What I thought was really crazy about that Switzerland trip though is I had to DoorDash. I had to DoorDash food. So I had flown in. I flew in for work and I got there real late, like 11 p.m. I got to my hotel and I was like, I am fucking hungry, right? I've been on a flight all day. I'm hungry. I found one place on DoorDash that would deliver stuff. So they delivered me a schnitzel and they delivered me beer. And I thought that was amazing because it's really hard to get beer delivered in the US. I've only been in like 2 states that will allow you to get beer delivered. And so I thought that was crazy that I could get beer delivered. The downfall was it was a really disgusting beer. Like it was not good beer. I don't remember what beer it was because it's years and years ago, like 7 years ago, but it wasn't very good. Cows Gaming, hi, can we 1v1 later? What is your Discord name? I think I sent you a message recently. Are you Cow Poo by chance? Cow Poo? Check Discord. I processed some of the 1v1 applications for VTOL. I processed some of your request forms today. So a few of you have reached out to, and I think Cowpoo was one of them. So if that's you, I reached out to you, man. You got to schedule it with me. I can't 1v1 today. I honestly, most of them at this point are set up for Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Sorry for my English. I'm really not good at English. Bro, I would never guess. What's wrong with your English? Your English is just fine. What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What do you mean? Sorry for your English. Oh, so if you want to 1v1 me, homie, you gotta go into the Discord. There's a form because, as you might guess, lots of people want to 1v1 me. There's a form, and so there's just a line that's forming, and I'm processing everybody as they come in to keep it fair. So the first person that said I want to, they got first dibs, and I'm just kind of going down the list. There's about 10 people that are waiting on me though, so it might be a week or two before I get to you. But that's how you do it. That's how you get set up to 1v1 me. Is in the Discord. There's a channel called Sign Up Forums. Pick the 1v1 forum. Tell me how, where you want to fight. Vexus, do you want to jump in? We have one more spot. We can kick War Chaser to pull you in if you'd like. He's just kind of filler until one of you guys want to jump in. So hey, that's the thing. If you're in chat and you want to play, just dump a 1 in chat and we'll get you added. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I'm so thrown for a loop by this. Sorry for my English comment. I never would have guessed. Never would have guessed. Sean's finished with his homework. All right, Sean, you want in? Or you got the game on? You're not even online, Sean. You're not even online. You downloaded the game. Okay, cool. Let me know when you're done downloading. We'll get you in. Poor War Chaser. Wait. There's a War Chaser song going. I have the music turned really far down. Yeah, Sean, come on. Fire it up. Get in here. Get in here, my guy. We'll pick you up. Not yet. Okay. He says not yet. All right, hey, War Chaser, I'm gonna send you another invite. If you want, we'll play one more and then I'll try to pick up Sean. What you think? We're good? Going once? Going twice? 3 times? Not good. Hit that join button. Yeah, exactly. Maybe my English writing isn't bad, but my English speaking is really not that good. Your writing's perfectly fine. Okay. I'm gonna send word. Okay, Sean, here's the thing. We got you, okay? I'm gonna run one more with War Chaser while you get your game started up and everything. And we'll pick you up in the next one. And same thing, when Vexus is done with the download, we'll pick you guys up. We'll shuffle it up. Your speaking is also not good. Well, here's the thing. You, from the sounds of it, you speak more than one language, right? That's more than I can say. So props to you. Like, I'm not in the camp that if you speak more than one language, you're somehow automatically smart, but I am in the camp that if you speak more than one language, that's really fucking impressive, because I can't speak more than one language, right? So I still think it's cool that you are fluent enough in more than one language to have conversation. My wife speaks like 3 languages. She's like super fluent in 2 and not very fluent in the 3rd. And I ask her all the time, I'm like, yo, if you have a dream, like what language is it? Or like if I see her thinking, I'm like, are you thinking in Hindi or are you thinking in English? Right? Because I'm so curious about it because I only speak one language. You have like a 6-3. We're actually running super low just because the matchmaking's faster at the lower levels. So I also have this weird thing where I need to unlock every lower level plane before I unlock the higher level planes, even though I do have some of the trees down a little bit. It bothers me when it's not even. Probably like an autism thing. I don't fucking know, but I hate the way it looks. So I purposely doing the low level shit for the matchmaking and just to even the tree out. Yeah. You speak kind of Hindi? No, I know, like, see, that's the thing, is I know some words in Spanish and I know maybe like 10 words in Hindi, but that's not enough to speak it. Like, if you speak Hindi to me, I have no fucking clue, bro. Thanks. In Germany, we have to learn English. If we do grade 11, we have to learn another one like Latin or French. So that's true for most kids in America too, is you have to take another language to graduate what we consider high school. So like to get through 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, you have to take a certain amount of another language. But my school considered languages as fine arts. So I didn't care to learn another language. Instead, I just took a bunch of art classes and that counted, and I got to graduate without learning another language because I just took a ton of art classes. So my school kind of made it to where I could cheat the system. And as a result, I don't know a second language at all. I know, as the War Chaser said, I know words, but I don't know enough. Like, I thought that I would be able to get by when I was in Colombia, because I know stupid amounts of Spanish, like super silly Spanish with a terrible accent. So I was like, oh, at a minimum, I'll be able to order food and get a car and some other stuff. But the moment I got to Colombia and native Spanish speakers started speaking to me, it was so fast that I had no chance. I had no chance of understanding anything they were saying, and it made me realize I don't know shit about Spanish. Something really weird is you speak in English and then in German. Yeah, or you think in English and sometimes in German. That's crazy to me. It's like, I'm so fascinated by that because I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I genuinely think it's cool. I'm genuinely impressed by it. But it's like, I always wondered, like, if I was multilingual, like, what would my thoughts be like? Yeah, you have to learn English. That's fair. That was kind of like my wife's thing too, is like English is her primary language, even though she's Indian, and it's because the school she went to was a English school primarily, but she's very fluent in both English and Hindi. You know a couple words and a couple sentences in Russian, but not even close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a complete difference from knowing, hey, where's the bathroom, right? Or a handful of words. Like, I can count to 3 in Hindi. That doesn't make me fluent. I have no fucking clue what people are saying to me. I also like know the words that my wife will say, but I don't know what they translate to anymore. I used to at one point in time. She's like, this means that, and I was like, oh, okay. But I just got so used to her saying the words that I just associate the word with what she wants. I don't do the translation for it in my head anymore, which is probably how speaking multiple languages goes. But every now and then she'll have to like do some weird translation from one language to the next, specifically on things that like don't exist in the language. So like she'll be like, hey, like there's this thing in India XYZ, and she's like, it doesn't have a word in English. So then she has to like try to figure out how to explain it, right? And that always seems really hard. Your whole family is speaking fluent Russian. You don't understand anything except swear words. That's too funny. Yesterday you went on a really long rant about EF5 tornadoes last night. Sean, I fully believe that, my guy. Is there tornadoes in your area? Is that what the rant was? Were you near a tornado? Got storms going on? Yeah, so I don't know, the language thing, it's fascinating to me. But what I can do is I can write like 5 different programming languages. I don't know if that counts. I know how to program in different languages. I don't think that fucking counts though. I don't consider programming languages. But I know a handful of those. Some much more fluent than others. Some much more fluent than others. Ugh. It's a cool skill that I wish I had, but I just don't have it. And I've tried to learn as an adult, and I feel like it's really hard to learn language as an adult. You're learning to program a CNC machine. Does this count? Yeah, probably not. Ah, storm season is in May. I bet you're excited. Done and did. All right, hey, just know, Kyle, just know that there's like 8 people in front of you. So it's gonna be a little bit, because I mostly have time to take these 1v1s on the weekend. So I'll get to you. Just hang in there. I'll end up at mentioning you in a channel and say, hey, like, I'm ready for you. Let's get it scheduled. But I look forward to it. You better knock the dust off and get ready. I think I'm trying to take on 4 fights this week. TIV might get an intercept. T4 or TIV? Is that tornado intercepting vehicle that you were talking about? Is that what TIV stands for? You got to get on board with those guys, man. Go for a ride along. All right. Oh, this plane's so not maneuverable. What are you programming a CNC machine for? What are you planning on manufacturing or fabricating? Curious. Unless it's like, I don't know, elephant dildos or something, and then I'm not that curious. gotta be something completely different. Can I bring anything into the fight though? It depends what game you're trying to fight in, and the fight's got to make sense. So right now the way it's working is I'm giving everybody 2 sets of fights. I'm giving everybody fights in the F45, and I'm giving everybody fights in the F26, and you're getting 12 rounds of fights. But if you have a plan, or you have something you'd like to fight in, let me know. Because like, I'm assuming that you want to fight in VTOL, but maybe you want to fight in DCS, right? If you want to fight in DCS, then it's a little different. So I guess it just depends on where you want to fight and what you want the fight to be. But if you're trying to do like a helicopter versus a T-55, that's gonna suck. It's not gonna be a lot of fun, I don't think. You're an apprentice, so things like small hydraulic jacks and a couple parts for that. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a smart move to get into the trades. A good friend of mine is an electrician, and he loves it for the most part, but it has provided him with a really nice life. So very worthwhile to be into the trades. Wait, the music? This is the Seantastic song? Yeah, you got a song, man. Those of you that have been around for a while and that constantly come in and chat with me and hang out in the streams, you guys have songs already. It's just a matter of when they get there. Like when they get played in the playlist. Yeah. Yeah, it's your Roblox song. Maybe you want War Thunder? Can you 1v1 in War Thunder? Like, what do you want to do? Like VR sim battles? I wouldn't even know how to 1v1 in War Thunder. That'd be weird. I mean, I'll do it. That doesn't make content for me, but I'll do it. If that's what you want to do, we can figure it out. All right. Sean says he's good to go. Let's grab. Yeah, if you really wanted a 1v1 in War Thunder, I would figure out a way to make it happen for you. But it'd be weird, I think. I wouldn't be able to turn it into content, I don't think. The whole point of my 1v1s was to quickly get like video content and like really just talk about my thought process in the middle of the fight, like through the eyes of the pilot, right? So that was just kind of my thing, to maybe help people understand like what I think about when I go into fights, and what like I think that I could do better as a pilot and stuff like that. So it's just a kind of a learning tool for people. But you really truly wanted to do it in War Thunder, we can figure it out. War Thunder, huh? It's honestly your dream job. Like Grandpa says, if you love your work, you won't work a day in your life. Grandpa's wrong. Grandpa's wrong. Grandpa's close, but Grandpa's wrong. I used to love what I do. Used to love it. Huge passion. Now, meh, burnout's a real thing. Used to love it. But you do get burned out. You do get burned out. Even with like coaching hockey and stuff, I love it. But there are times where I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. So it happens. For a 1v1 in War Thunder, you have to do a custom game. It's not difficult. Yeah, that like this setup's not difficult, but what's going to be difficult is it's not going to make for content, right? It'll be fun to play, to just say, hey, you're a part of the community, I'll play a game with you, but it won't make the videos, you know, because I don't play War Thunder other than the Wednesday streams. So like I wouldn't really care to make the content on it for whatever it's worth. But I will play with you if that's what you want to do. Like that's my way of being able to say thank you, is to just play a little War Thunder with you. Then fuck it, we'll do it. You know, I'm for it. I'm for it. Sean's songs are amazing. Well, Sean's amazing, man. Yeah, everybody that's hung out and that's stuck around, I've made you guys songs. I've tried to make you guys a part of the channel. That's my goal, is to make the viewers a part of my channel, especially the active chatters. I love the lurkers. Y'all that are lurking, you're more than welcome to be lurking. I'm happy you're here. But the active chatters help me learn about you. So because I know this stuff about Sean, I could make him a song. Riven Blake, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Oh, guys, we are so close. We're like 4 followers away from 90 on Twitch. We're really shooting for 90. I would love to do it before Friday, really. I think we'll get it Friday and Friday Night Flights. I think we'll get it, but I'd love to get it ahead of time. Thank you so much for the follow, Riven. Really appreciate that. What's good, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good week. Let's see. War Thunder is a huge burnout, especially when you keep dying. Yeah, but we were talking about work in general. You should see what you did to someone. Well, I'll see when you 1v1 me. You'll probably tear me up in War Thunder. It's gonna be easy pickings for you, my guy. It's not getting boring since I'm doing different parts every time with a variety of difficulty, which has you thinking, how do I make? Yeah, that's the way tech was for me in the early stages, right? Because it was like, how do I build this thing? How do I engineer this thing? Holy shit, Eric Call of the Wild One. What up, Eric? Thank you for that Twitch follow, bud. I'm assuming you're the same Eric that's over on YouTube just because you have Call of the Wild in your thing. Would I be correct? Would I be correct? Count my days. Ah, Sam, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad I've finally got some time to jump in on it. What up, dude? I appreciate you coming over to the Twitch side, Eric, and doing that follow. That means a lot to me. It helps the channel out. Thank you. I'm glad you find it valuable enough. Watch where you're comfortable, though. You know, wherever means more to you. Watch there. You know, we do both because some people don't want Twitch accounts. They can't have Twitch accounts. Stuff like that. Yeah, Shauna, I'm sorry it's taken, or Sam, rather. I'm sorry it's taken so long. It's been a wild week, but everything should be like smoothing out, right? And I should be settling into the new craziness that's taking place. So I'm super stoked to fight you. I don't know why you didn't get a ping either, because you saw the message. I clearly pinged you. So I don't know. I clearly pinged you, you know? Wizard Hawk, thank you for the follow. Holy shit, you say one thing and everybody goes crazy. What up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for that. I'm glad you're finding it entertaining enough to click that follow button and hang around. You are too? What? Yeah, it's weird, dude. I don't know why it didn't ping you on Discord, because I was like, damn, like you had just asked me when you thought, well, like when I might be able to get around to it, and then I think like a day or two later I was like, oh shit, like I can pull it off, like let me ping you. And then you didn't answer, and I was like, oh, he knows he's gonna lose the fight, so that's why. But yeah, one more, 2 more? What do you mean 1 more, 2 more? 2 more? Oh, I know. Ah, it's so close. Oh shit, don't hit the mountain. That's not good. Yeah, it'd be sweet if we can hit 90 before Friday, folks. I would love that. That'd mean a lot to me. But then I'm just gonna pester you all on Friday to get to 100. I'm stoked for Friday Night Flights, man. Friday Night Flights, I feel like for the last like 3 or 4 in a row have been really, really fucking amazing. I love it. Eric says he's going to sleep now. Have a great stream. Hey, Eric, you have a great night's sleep, my guy. Thanks for hanging out, dude. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Cow says I have like 95 times more subscribers than me. Do I? I don't have that many subs, my guy. But if you don't make content, then maybe that's why. Maybe you do make content. I don't know. Do you make content? Or so, what kind of content do you make? Tell me about your content. You will. I'm getting my 2 brothers to follow right now. Whoa, what? Oh, shit. You're too kind. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that, my guy. Sam, I'm stoked, though. I'm stoked. You've been talking shit. You've been talking all this shit about how you're gonna best me in this 1v1. So I'm on the way. And you get the old video. It's so scary because like you guys see all of my fights, so you get to pick apart the footage and then figure out how to beat me. I go into it like a blind man. What nation are you grinding right now? USA, USA. Yeah, I love the P-51. The P-51 Mustang is my favorite plane of the prop plane World War II era. So of the non-modern like jet era, the P-51 Mustang I think is the most beautiful plane ever made. And so that's why I'm kicking it on the USA side. It's simply for the P-51. That's all. That's my favorite plane. I love P-51s. Have you played Germany? I have not. No P-51s. I don't play a lot of War Thunder. I play on Wednesdays. Like, we do streams on Wednesdays. The reason I do War Thunder is because the rest of the stuff I play is flight sim related. And so this kind of fits the aviation theme, but it's a free game. So like I try to play it with viewers and people of the community, and I don't want them to have to go pay for a game just to play with me. So I picked War Thunder because it's free. So anybody that wants to play with me can get a chance to play with me. I try to do that different as a creator, as I try to have as many like community kind of events as I can. So War Thunder fits that nicely. It's not like, hey, go buy a $90 F-16 in DCS and then you can play with me. Like, we have that day too, but this day frees it up. I got no wings for that. Germany has pretty dope stuff. What's your favorite German plane? You just accidentally team killed. I was trying to fly over him. Nice bucket hat, dude. I got a bunch, bro. So I have like 6 or 7 of these things, and they're all heinous. They're all not anything that you'd want to be caught out in public wearing. They're very eccentric and fucking goofy. Because I golf, like I play golf, and I was in a golf league with a friend of mine, and he had never played golf before, and he's like really kind of, he cares a lot about his image to the public. So all of my golf clothes are ridiculous. Like, I have like tiger striped shorts and an orange bucket hat that I would wear out there with him, with goofy ass socks. Like, I did everything I could to embarrass him. Every league game that we played, I was all about just completely embarrassing him. I got bright pink shit, I got orange shit. It's just absolutely crazy. Let's see. You're insane at golf. 1v1 me. Do you really golf? Wait, you said you play hockey too, right? You're the other one of the other hockey players. There's like 2 of you. Yeah. Like, what, like when you say insane at golf, like if we were to go play 18 on like just a normal ass course, are you breaking 100? Are you breaking 80? Like, what are you breaking? You shooting fucking a 70 on a par 72? Like, what's your hand, like, not really what's your handicap, because that's kind of stupid, but like, you know, how close to scratch are you, I guess. 85? Oh, okay, shit, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I haven't played in like a year. I between my shoulder injury and I hurt my chest, I haven't played in a year. But like, I'd shoot like 92. Like 92. I'm no pro. I've never really taken formal lessons or anything like that. I pretty much self-taught on that front. But yeah, I did win the league I played in, for whatever it's worth, but everybody sucked, like really sucked. So it was good. 78ish. Goddamn, nah, you're good. Like, you're good at golf. If you're putting in, I think if you're putting in sub 90, like, you're really good at golf. Sub 80's nuts. Sub 80 is crazy good. You're breaking scales. Uh-oh. My dad stuck a club in my hand and played around, and you loved it from there. That's cool, man. That's super cool. If you send a photo of your hand, it will probably disappear in white light. What? I'm so confused. The Eurofighter Typhoon. All right, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. Not a bad plane. By the way, I got some art stuff. Yeah, dude. Send it on Discord. On Discord's the answer. Yeah, I don't know what got me into golf. I just started playing one day. Same thing. Started playing one day. It stuck. I love it. But I don't get to play as much as I'd like to. And I actually deal with a lot of injuries. Like I have a really bad back and bad knees, bad hips. So certain things, like I have a torn rotator cuff, all kinds of shit. So like certain things are really hard for me, like the proper twist mechanic when on a golf swing, like rotating around, you know, your core rather than like using your arms and stuff, is actually something that is a physical limitation that's really hard for me. It doesn't stop me from getting out there and fucking around, but it means I have to modify my swing a lot, and it's really suboptimal, and it also makes it really hard to be super consistent all the time. Yeah, so but I tore my hips and my back and my knees up when I was in the military, so everything is kind of fucking deteriorated. And I tore my rotator cuff when I was a kid playing sports, and it's not bad enough to where I need surgery, but like I can't like make full circles with my arm, which doesn't matter nearly as much in golf. It's more like the hips and back in golf that I struggle with. So I have to modify how I swing a little bit, and it fucks with my consistency to some degree. Yeah, that's the big thing. So, but I play, like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, well, I'm never gonna be pro anyway, so I don't really care. Oh, I should have saved that. We're actually supposed to be bombing ground target. Like, I don't really care so much about it, right? Because like I know I'm not gonna make it to the tour, but I do enjoy a good day out on the course. Yeah, as War Chaser said, if you guys want to play, you're more than welcome to play. Holy shit, Tech Priest, what up? Thank you for the follow, my guy. Are you one of Sam's minions? Is that what's going on here? Thank you so much for the follow. We're one away, ladies and gentlemen. What is up, man? How you doing? Someone broke the highest wind speeds on Twisted, 400 miles an hour. Could you imagine that in real life? What is the highest wind speed ever recorded in real life? You're from YouTube? Fuck yeah, what up? Sam said he was sending minions, so I had to check. Well, dude, thanks for popping over to the Twitch and hitting the follow button. You watched your master classes? Oh shit, I gave you all kinds of wrong information. Good luck. I'm kidding. I gave you the best info I could in the most entertaining way I thought I could. I'm glad. You should come fly with us for Friday night flights. If you watch the master classes, the next step is Friday night flights. Friday night flights is where it's at. That's where all the fun is. Sean, you always go offline. What the hell, buddy? What the hell? Just to put it in perspective how powerful this is, the strongest winds on Earth were 318. That's the info I needed. See, you can't just say 400. 318. That is insane. That is insanely fast. The fastest I've ever been, not counting an airplane, is 186 miles an hour on a motorcycle. Don't do stupid shit, kids. All right, Sean, I'm gonna bump you just because it shows you offline. If you come back on, I'll bring you back. Does anybody want to play? If you want to play, dump a 1 in chat. I'll get you in here. If you want to play, as War Chaser said, it's super simple. Send me a friend request, Cerberus0351. I'll add you to my friends list, and then send a 1 in the chat, and I will get you in here. What? Wow, sir, what I do? What I do wrong? Oh no. Friday Night Flights is what's up. I thought Sam was sending an army, so you never know. Playing Twisted, that's cool. If you want in, 1 in chat and I'll get you in. Oh, the wow on the speed, yeah, 186. 186 miles an hour on the, what was it, Interstate 5 in California back in the day. Late at night, I was clipping along. It was a fucking blast, bro. Super fast. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all. I know. Look, younger me was wild, dude. Like, this version of me, the parent version of me, whole different person. Younger me, when I had no responsibilities and I didn't know how much longer I was gonna live, like, I did wild shit. I did wild shit. Did the F-45 used to have jammers on it? Yes, it still does. It's, if I remember right, it still does. You can still jam, but you can only jam high and mid band, if I remember right. And I think you're limited to 2 targets. I think. Yeah, I used to. I wish I could discover the parent version of myself. Yeah, give it time. You have kids? That's for starters. That's for starters. I was young and I was in high stress situations and I didn't know how much longer I was really gonna live. True story. So I just did everything balls to the wall, bro. I don't suggest it. You shouldn't live life the way I used to. Yeah. No, I haven't found the right woman. Yeah. Then wait it out, because I'll tell you from experience, kids with the wrong woman isn't the fucking answer. Kids with the wrong woman is not the fucking answer. I wouldn't trade my kids for shit, but that you know, the who you have kids with, man. Yup. Yeah, so I used to ride a CBR 600 RR. I love that. And my good friend had a Gixxer 750 and I rode that every now and then. And then another friend of mine had an R1 and I rode that every now and then. I meant to start out and just reasonably ride a motorcycle, but like everything in life, I push it further than it needs to go. God damn it. I push it further than it needs to go, and next thing you knew, I was flying along real fast, and I started like stunning bikes, like, and running from cops and just doing all the things you shouldn't do. Okay, but it's all there. Terrified of fucking the wrong woman? Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, the Gixxer 750. Ooh, back in 07. Shit, are you my buddy? That's the real question. I don't think so. I don't think we know each other in real life. It was right around 07 when I was doing all of this. Sounds like we're roughly the same age. That's what it sounds like. You are not. Yeah. Haven't got a good server on Twisted, unfortunately. Maybe they're all a bit windy and you keep losing connection. Is the weather randomized on those servers? You're 40, I'm 38. So yeah, right around the same age. Right around the same age. Does each server in that game randomize weather for you, Sean? Is that how that shit works? Curious. Yep, right around the same age, my guy. Actually just turned 38 last week. Not that I care, but it was a fun day. We crushed it in Friday Night Flights. It was a blast. It was one of the best Friday Night Flights we've had in a long time. I keep saying that though. I keep saying that's one of the best Friday Night Flights we've had because like they just get better and better every week, I think. Did I hear you? Yeah, I was. I got out in 2009, so a long time ago. It was 05 to 09. And if you do a little bit of digging, you could figure out what I did in the military. It's not necessarily hidden, but it's one of those things where if you know, you'll figure it out. And if you're not a part of that community, you never know. Oh, now everybody knows because War Chaser fucked it all up. Oh, that's super cool that they randomized the weather per server. That's very, very cool. You went to jail? I never said I went to jail. I never said I went to jail. You filled in that blank. I've never been to jail. I've been arrested, but I've never been to jail. You were in the army? Oh, bet. 11 Bravo? You can just say yes or no. You ain't got to get it all into all of those details. Very cool. My guess is we were probably in right around the same time with overlapping years. 98J. What the fuck is a 98J? Whoa, what is that? I don't know Army MOSs. I was in the Marine Corps. So. Put your headset back on. I heard you say 05, 09. Yeah. No, oh, well, it was kind of like jail. No, I was in the Marines from 2005 to 2009. I did 4 years in the Marine Corps. Yep. That's why my golf swing is shit. That's why. Lots of beat up body parts, my guy. That's why I can't hear. That's why I wear earbuds instead of regular speakers. No, it's not a bad assumption. I did. You probably caught the part where I said I ran from the cops on a motorcycle. So it honestly was a fair assumption based on the context. Ah, intel. I see. I see. So you just spent. God damn it! I can't help myself. You just spent your time getting everything wrong, huh? I love the intel guys. Hey, we need you to go hit that house. Like, okay, are you sure that's the right house? Yeah, guaranteed. The intel's solid. Are you sure that's where we need to go? Yeah, wouldn't bet anything else on it. Never the right house. Ever. Never once. I got a couple good intel friends though. So I get it. Y'all had shit information too. Yo, there was one time. Kid friendly war story inbound. Intel thought for sure that they knew what they were doing. We came back, like we were getting back to the FOB, which is a forward operating base. Really, it was smaller than that for us. We called them battle positions, so it was even smaller than a FOB. Like we didn't have like a store and stuff like that, right? It was just like tents essentially. We were getting back, and we pull in after like a 4 or 5 hour long patrol. So we're fucking mad, we're tired, we're dirty, we're hungry. We pull in the gate, and CO comes up and he's like, "Hey, while you were gone, these intel dudes got dropped off to us, and they have this fancy laptop. And this fancy laptop, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to triangulate cell phone signals, and we know the cell phone number of this bad guy. So we need you to drive them around, and they're real certain that we're gonna be able to get him today, but you got to drive them around because they have to constantly triangulate the signal, and that's how we were gonna find this guy's location." So I sat there in command of my truck with this intel dude and his fancy little laptop. He's like, "All right, we got to take a left right here, we got to take a right here," for another like 8 hours, only for him to decide that his laptop wasn't working correctly and that they weren't able to triangulate this guy's position. So I was very upset with this guy because I was living on Rippets, and if you've been there, you know. I was living on Rippets and fucking M&Ms out of MREs. That's how I was staying awake in that fucking day. All because we had this fancy intel guy that wanted to triangulate cell phone signals. It never dawned on him that we were running all kinds of electronic countermeasures on the fucking truck that could screw up his laptop. And we weren't about to turn those fucking things off. They kept us alive. So that's my favorite intel story, is how my day got wasted chasing phantom cell phone signals while running ECM. Super awesome. Embrace the suck, bro. That was way more than embracing the suck. That was way more than embracing the suck. It was so like pointless, and like he did all he could to like convince us to turn off the jammers that we had, but I was like, no way in hell am I turning off the jammers on my truck. Like it's not gonna happen. Like, work with what you can, do the best you can. And the problem was, like, his laptop kept sending us into the middle of the desert. It's not like it was sending us to like little villages or to places in this city. Like, it would be like you can see everything for a mile or away, right? Like there was sand, there was nothing, and that's where he was taking us. I'm like, I don't think dude's here. Now in hindsight, that motherfucker could have been in the ground for all I know, but pissed. We never trusted intel after that. We're like, yo, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I also got stuck with a cop. They sent like some like retired NYPD like detective with us, and they were like, he's gonna help you guys when you need to do like sensitive site exploitation. He knows how to work with a crime scene. And I'm like, well, this is a war zone. That motherfucker pissed me off left and right. So I scared the shit out of him one day, and he never went on patrol with us again. But story for 90 followers. Anyway, if anybody's in the chat and you want to play, type 1, and we'll go ahead and add you. Go ahead, type 1 in the chat if you want to play it. I'll get you on my friends list. We'll get you up here loaded in the game, and we'll get going. While I wait for you, I'm gonna switch this plane out. As a matter of fact, I don't know to what, but we will switch it out. Let me research this. Oh, damn it. That worked faster than I thought it was going to work. Oh, shit. Cam Summer, thank you for the follow. You're follower number 90. I guess we want the story, huh? All right, let me switch this plane out and give you guys another story. Kid-friendly war story. Maybe we should do this. Is like a thing in the Discord at some point, like a war story hangout for subscribers and members or something. I don't fucking know. Kid-friendly war stories is where we're at, though. Don't get it twisted. You're not gonna hear any fun things. I'll give you the kid-friendly ones. Let's upgrade this. Go. Yo, dude, that's fucking awesome. By the way, we're gonna pause. We're gonna say, Cows Gaming, did you send me a friend request? Send me a friend request on War Thunder really quick. We'll get you in here, okay? Cerberus0351, send me a friend request and I'll get you added. It's super awesome we hit 90, okay? Thank you a ton. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for everything. Honestly, the entire year, I started really hitting the ground hard on the content in January, and you guys have crushed it ever since. Things are out of hand. They've grown in a way I've never expected them to grow. The community that we're able to build has been really fucking cool. It's been really awesome. I'm really, really grateful for all of it. It's a lot of fun. I don't really care so much about the stream numbers and the views and the subs and stuff. Like, I do care, but like, it's the people that hang out in the Discord, and it's the people that hang out in the chat and stuff like that. It really makes this shit a lot of fun for me. I get to connect with a lot of people, and I like that. Cows Gaming, did you send me a friend request, man? Are you here on my list? What's your in-game name? Your birthday month? What? This month is your birthday month? Or what? What's your birthday month? Wait a minute. That was 90. That was 90. Cows Gaming, you jumping in? What's the dealio? If you're in, send me a friend request. We'll get you added. And I know Vexus is kind of waiting too. So your birthday month is what? August? Good luck, dude, with your stream journey. Thank you. Appreciate you. I just try to do fun stuff for you guys. And I needed VR friends. That's why we're really here. I needed VR friends. I love flight simulators. I really needed flight sim friends. None of my old gaming friends play flight sims. They're all like Call of Duty gamers and stuff. And I'm just kind of over that shit. So I needed flight sim people. That's what we're building here. The month that you started becoming famous. Oh, I'm not famous. You mean January? It's a good month. It's my wife's birthday month too. You just got into VR. It's great. I love VR. What are you playing in VR outside of VTOL? You're playing VTOL. What are you playing otherwise? We got one out of me. Amazing friend. Yeah, I think so. You're a lot of fun to play with. It's going to be even more fun when I beat the shit out of you in the 1v1s. No Man's Sky in VR. Yeah, that's pretty solid. You should check out Elite Dangerous too, if you have it. It was crashing, but you fixed it. Okay, hurry. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes and then we gotta go. Delays suck. And we can pick you up in the next one if not, but go ahead and send that request. When's your wife's birthday? In January. It's at the end. I don't know if she wants me throwing out her birthday to the public, but it's at the end. You have Elite and DCS? Yeah, Elite in VR is super cool. You just can't play Odyssey, so you can't do the first person stuff. DCS in VR is cool, but I think VTOL is a better flight experience in VR just because you can see your hands, right? You have the VTOL hands. I think that helps. And DCS is kind of chunky in VR. If you're so you said Odyssey, so all kind of like flight related. Yeah. Tabor, Ghost of Tabor is pretty good. It's my favorite VR shooter, even though I don't play it that much anymore. Like one of my favorites. Oh, the end? We might have the same one, eh? Maybe. We can talk about it in our 1v1. Oh, you posted yours there. Nope, not the same day. It's close though. We look forward to saying happy birthday in February. What? What's time? All right, here we go. We're gonna punch it. I don't see the thing from Cow's Gaming. We're gonna punch it. We're gonna run this, and then we'll pick you up in the next one. Okay? I will not start the next one until we pick you up. All right, so be ready. Be ready. All right, so you're turning into a VR enthusiast. Yeah, me too. I have 1, 2, 3 VR headsets in view right now, and another one on the way. I love VR. It's one of my favorite things. The only thing with VR is like, Sean's birthday is in February. What up? The only thing is I don't always like wearing something on my face. So, is this you, Cow's Gaming? I'm guessing. Is that you? If so, we can get you right now. Cow's Gaming, was that you? I'm guessing it was. I'm gonna shoot you the request. We'll get you in here. You got lucky. Yeah, I got another one on the way, bro. I love VR. It's one of my favorite ways to game. I just don't always like having it on my face, so that's why I do DCS. Okay, so here's your kid-friendly war story. Okay, kid-friendly war story with this cop. This fucking cop, this retired NYPD detective. We got who we need in here. Pastel's here. Wizard's here. All right, cool. And I think that's cop. Uh-oh. Your vehicles are broken. You got to repair them. Whoever LS is, you got to repair them. Is that Cow's Gaming? All right, so they give us this cop. This motherfucker, this retired like NYPD dude. He used to run around. He's like, I'm retired NYPD. Like, he never hesitated to tell us, NYPD 20 years, rookie, go give me a dog. You know, like that was the joke. And so this motherfucker gets attached to us. And let's see. Oh, you gotta do the repair, my guy. Repair. There we go. He gets attached to us, and like we're in a war zone, right? We're not on the streets of New York. We're on the streets of Iraq. Like it's different. This guy can't get that through his head. So this motherfucker used to take his gear off. So he'd take like his Kevlar helmet off and stuff like that. And the reason this is a problem is because it makes him a target, right? So like you see it, and it might invite bad shit happening to you because it looks like he's an easy target. And we kept telling him, hey man, like you got to keep your shit on. I know it's hot out here, but you got to keep your shit on. And so he's like, no, man, it's more personable if I could connect with the people if I take my helmet off. You know what I'm saying, rookie? I gotta do the thing so that I can connect with the people. And I'm like, if you get me shot at because you want to walk around without a helmet on, I'm gonna shoot you myself. And he didn't like this, so he just keeps doing this thing, and he's like doing all this. He keeps doing all of this, cop shit that just doesn't translate, right? And he like the way he's using the interpreters is like kind of offensive and stuff like that. So he's just doing shit that doesn't translate. And so one day we're on this fucking patrol, and there's this mysterious car that's like parked alongside a river in a really peculiar area, and cars can be used to blow things up essentially, right? So I'm real cautious about this car. No, I don't know. maybe if I needed to. I was real cautious about this car because I'm trying to get home, right? Like I got friends, I got family. I want to keep my life in one piece. I like all my fingers and toes. I have friends that are missing arms and stuff. So I'm like, we need to look at this car, but I'm going to be real cautious as I go do this. And he's like, no, man, just get in there and search it. Just get it. So I was like, fine, you come with me. And he's like, I think I want to get a dog to come in here and sniff the car. And I'm like, no, the dog ain't going to do shit. Like, let's just get through this car. Like, those dogs are not that accurate. And so I'm looking through the car, and I'm like, we got no time for this. And he's like, you didn't check this spot. You didn't check that spot. Because, like, the glove box, for example, was locked. And you can booby trap a glove box. And I'm I'm like, yeah, it's locked, bro. Like, I'm not about, you know, tripping this car and then sending us all home in a bag, you know. And he's like, no, just do it. And I was like, fine. I was like, get in the car. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, get in the fucking car. And I get him to get in the car, and I lock the doors of the car, and I start tearing the car apart. I've never seen a grown man so scared in my life. Like, he thought for sure that I was gonna blow us up by triggering a booby trap. So it was all fun and games when it was just me searching the car. But once he was in the car, he didn't want nothing to do with it, and I was pissed. So at that point, I was like, hey, if I'm going home in a bag, you're coming home with me. And I did everything I could to get that car to blow up, and luckily it never blew up. So I'm here to stream War Thunder instead. But he was terrified, and he never ever came on patrol with me again. He was like, no, that guy's crazy, I'm not going out with him. And I'm like, good, you won't take your fucking helmet off and get me shot at for no reason. So it was win-win. And who's the rookie after that? You know what I'm saying? I say, hey, why don't you go get me a dog? You know? That's wonder why that didn't happen. Yeah, I know, right? That happened a couple times when they'd send stupid people out. Like, either A, I'd know that the situation was safe and I'd just absolutely terrify them, or B, like, I'd just be so fed up, like I was ready to just cash it in. There were weird moments. It was dirty, but look, that time of my life was very stressful. So everything, I was a much more reckless individual, and I wouldn't ever recommend doing it that way now, you know. But as a 19-year-old kid put in that situation, I didn't really have the maturity to handle it. I'd do it totally different now. I'd have locked him in the car and shot the car. I'm kidding. 950 subscribers. Holy shit, we've picked up 3. What up on YouTube, that is. Thank you. If y'all are watching the stream, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, there's a couple guys, Tech. There's a couple guys in the Discord. Gray's one of them too. He's another grizzled veteran. I think he was in 11 Bravo, if I remember right. You should link up with him. He's a lot of fun. We toured together too. So big VR guy, but super cool dude. So if you're looking for that type of community, you know, a couple grizzled dudes with fucked up sense of humors that like to play VR jets, Gray's another one to keep an eye out for. He's a good guy. Yeah, War Chaser used to be a cop. He likes to say he's a cop, but the only thing he polices is passwords now. Yeah, I'd have put War Chaser's ass in the car and tore it apart too, for whatever it's worth. And if it blew up, I'd have been like, God damn it, War Chaser, that's your fault. I'd have blamed the shit out of him. We'd have blamed War Chaser for all of that. Yeah, that day I was pissed. That day pissed me off. And like, I had reason to be suspicious of the car. Like, it was in a really weird spot. It didn't make sense for it to be there. And I guess the detail that I left out is we were digging up bombs from a farm. So like, there was a bunch of really old unexploded ordnance, like old mortar rounds and stuff like that, at this farm that we had stumbled across. So we were digging it all up so that we could blow it up so it couldn't be used against us. And then, ironically and weirdly, there was a car that was unattended, parked in a weird spot. So I genuinely thought like that this car could be a problem for me. I had reasonable suspicion. And this guy was like, "Nah, brother, just go do it." And I'm like, "You get in the fucking passenger seat then." And then he had the audacity to ask me, he's like, "Did you get the VIN number on the car?" And I'm like, "What are we gonna do? Run it by the fucking DMV, bro?" Like, what do you mean? Nobody cares about the VIN number of this car. So again, he was doing cop shit that didn't make cop like sense. Like, we didn't need him to be a cop. I don't even know why he was there. Sean, yeah, that's true. Sean will not hold back. That's fine. I promise you, your sense of humor is nowhere near as twisted as mine. If you're my wingman, nah, I might slap your wrist. If you have War Thunder, jump into the game and enjoy the evening. Better yet, say hello so that we can too. Yeah, what he said. What he said. Yeah. What do you guys, okay, so there's a lot of people here, which is sweet, but what brought you here? That's what I want to know. So we know Tech showed up from the VTOL stuff, right? Like, what is the content that brought you here? I'm curious. My guess is it's probably masterclass related, but some of you guys might be some DCS folks, or maybe even just the War Thunder streams. I'm curious. I'm about to do a really cool BMS thing this weekend, start like a really cool BMS series. A lot of our guys in the Discord have recently installed Falcon BMS, and they're like, fuck, like I don't know where to start. So it's kind of like a masterclass, but not the same way. It'll be on BMS though. So if you're interested in the world's greatest F-16 flight simulator, I got you covered. It's in the works. Just trying to make it entertaining. You haven't flown BMS in forever? You're missing out. I love BMS. I usually fly DCS on Thursdays, so I'll stream DCS on Thursday. But I like to fly BMS in my free time. I like the single player BMS experience. Fuck me. Fuck me. Because the dynamic campaign's nice. So if I want to fly by myself, I typically fly BMS. But a few guys have recently gotten into it, and they're like, I want to start the dynamic campaign, but it's all overwhelming. So I'll try to unstick them, because I think it's pretty simple once you get the idea. I'm here because Server's the best YouTuber streamer right now and a good person. Plot twist. You like his mod? War Chaser is garbage. I kid. Yeah, but like what brought you here? Like, because you're a VTOL guy, right? Like, we've only played VTOL together. I don't think we played anything but VTOL. But I get where you're like, you and I, Sam, you and I, like, we have a lot in common. Like, you play golf, I play golf. You play hockey, I play hockey, right? So like, we have really good conversations about things other than games too, right? So like, you make sense. But there was a video somewhere that someone was like, man, critique away, brother. You can't say anything that'll hurt my feeling. You do you. You drop whatever knowledge you got. I'm garbager, says Sean. No. I can call War Chaser garbage. I know him very, very personally. We used to be roommates. So I get to mess with him extra. I needed a theme, and it was blame War Chaser for everything. It's flight and blaming War Chaser. I also have like semi-exciting things coming up that I'm really looking forward to. There's the Miramar Air Show that I think I'm gonna go to. That's coming up, and then I think I have found a pretty cool path to my pilot's license. So I think I'm going to I got to do a little bit more research on it, but I think I've found the path that I want to take to get there. So I might actually be starting my ground school stuff maybe next month. I gotta do a little bit more research on it. You should eject. I know how you feel about it, but there's been too much effort put in your virtual VR self for it to go down with the ship. That's the critique. I should eject. Go down with the damn ship. Yeah, dude, Miramar hosts a really big air show, actually. And then I think in October's Fleet Week in San Francisco. So I might fly up there and go to Fleet Week too. But Miramar I can drive to. It's not an easy drive, but I can get there nonetheless. So I might go there. We'll see. I don't know. The problem is I think the kids have a hockey game on that weekend, so I gotta figure it out. So yeah, I know War Chaser wants me to eject too. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give you guys the option to make me eject, and then you guys can can force me to eject whenever you want. I gotta once. I think now that the membership thing is taken care of, like, you know, providing enough initial value, like priority for members and subs and stuff like that. I think now that that's taken care of, I can shift back to doing some more fun community things. So I want to set up like the predictions and just a way for you guys to like spend channel points to fuck with me. Sam's heading out. Hey man, you have a good rest of the night, dude. I will see you tomorrow, my guy. I'll see you hopefully for the stream, and then hopefully for your death. I'm 1v1ing Sam tomorrow night after the stream. So he conveniently chose a time where I was tired so that he gets all the advantage he can get. But we're doing our 1v1s tomorrow. Should be fun. All right. We got cows in here. We got room for nobody else, right? That's it. We're full. Okay. It's a little hard to watch. Oh, they're going down with the ship. Like, you're talking like during like Friday night flights and stuff? Because if that's the case, I get really what happens in streams, at least. I get your point for video, but in streams, at least, I use that time of me like falling to read the chat. It's a way for me to plug into the chat. No, just now. Oh, yeah, I was reading chat. That's the problem. I get stuck in the chat. I'll punch out now. I don't give a fuck about this game. If I'm allowed, it will be on this. Wait. Ooh. I'm gonna. Damn, this is the only time or the only thing that I'm gonna say I would rather, like, I would like it if you didn't stream it. And the reason being is the 1v1s so far, all the 1v1s I've done have been like a really fun opportunity to like talk to you and get to know you and just have fun like playing the game with you. So there's this version of me that gets broadcast to the world. There's a different version of me that if I know we're not recording and I know it's not getting broadcast, like it's a little more, it's not more authentic, but I let my guard down a little bit. So that's the only thing I don't like about it, is like, you also can't be your authentic self if we're streaming, like to the best of your ability. Kyle's still got some broken vehicles here. So like that's the only thing. Like if you want to restream Friday Night Flights, do it 100%. If you want to restream when you play War Thunder and when we do other stuff, 100% do it. But the 1v1s, I've really had a lot of fun with, like, just being able to turn the camera off from like what we're saying and like connect. If that makes sense. Appreciate you. Yeah, but dude, make content with everything else 100%. I'm totally fine with that. Like, if you want to stream while we do Friday Night Flights to your audience, go ahead. 100%. I'll even do like a joint stream with you. If that's what you wanted to do, we can do like that stream together thing. Like, I'm fine with that. If you want to make and upload videos off of that stuff, even if you want to take and make videos out of our 1v1s, the only thing I would say is just record our voice on a different track so you can take the voice out. That's why all the 1v1 videos have been voiceover. I haven't included any of the audio from the fight because it's like kind of personal, right? So if you want to record the 1v1s so that you can make content out of them, do that. Just strip our conversation out. That's all. You don't need a jet, just start. I can't. Oh. Okay, bet. There we go. Shit. I thought we all had to be done. So could I film the content for my YouTube? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can do that. Just what I ask is that you just take our conversation and pluck it. That way I know that we can just be a little more free flowing. Make sense? Take the video footage all you want. And if you need help setting that up, let me know, because that's what I do. Is like, in my OBS, I have the game on one track, and then I have Discord on a second track. That's why we're not going to use game chat for the 1v1, so that I can get your voice out of the game value, right? So we'll talk through Discord. It'll be on a second track, and then I just pluck that out and I do a voiceover. That's how I do it. But yeah, take the video footage all you want, bro. I'm all for you using the footage. I just want to be able to have a relaxed convo, especially because, as I said, you and I, like, there's a lot to talk about. We're like, honestly, like, we're probably just gonna be bullshitting about sports and talking shit in the middle of the fight. Nobody wants to hear us talk about hockey while we're fighting each other in VTOL. So I don't know. Like, my conversations with Gray were amazing. Like, Gray's funny as fuck. We had so much fun. Like, we spent the whole time laughing. Sim Game It was, those conversations were good too. But like, we talked about content. Like, we just talked about like the different tools I use to record, or the different ways I make content, because he makes content too, right? So like, it's just a not entertaining, it's not like a weird fucking conversation. It's just a not entertaining to the masses kind of conversation. It's like oh, these are the interests and the things that we find a way to connect on. So that's what the conversation becomes about. Yeah. So I don't think that it would even be entertaining to stream. Plus, like, some people want to play with me, but they don't want to be on stream and stuff. So I try to make room for those people too. As I was saying, you motherfucker. Yeah. As I was saying in the last stream that we did, right? Like, I love where the channel is right now, like size wise, because it's large enough to where there's always somebody that wants to play, but it's not so large that I can still actually make time to play with everybody. It's gonna be like a really bittersweet day when it's like I can't play with everybody because there's too many of you. But it'll be cool that the content has grown to have an audience that size, but it'll be like a bummer to me because like people are going to get left out, and I hate that. And that's why I'm trying to do a lot of things right now, like the mentorship programs, and put people that like to help out in those positions so that there will always be somebody in the community that can kind of run with that torch. Sean doesn't need a collab. Sean needs subs and more streams. Do it, man. Just stream, bro. Just press the button. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, I definitely will collab with people too. I'm all for that. Like, I'm down to do the joint stream thing, like all that stuff. I think sharing audience is key. Like, I would like to know you a little first, just to make sure like we align on things. Like, I think it'd be weird if you took my content and you like collabed with it, but like all of your audience played like Frogger or something. It just wouldn't be the right audience. As long as like we had similar audiences and like to goof around the same ways, you know. Man, I think your dad's lying to you. I think he's lying to you. My wife's probably in a work meeting right now and I'm streaming, and it's not messing her up. My kids are probably streaming, not streaming, but like playing multiplayer games right now, and it's not messing them up. I think your dad's just fucking with you, my guy. Man, that used to be a thing when the internet was new and it ran through the phone lines. You couldn't see, there we go, ejected just for you. I crashed at the same time. Yeah, you couldn't be on the internet and use the phone at the same time, right? So everyone was like, oh, like, get off the internet, I'm expecting a phone call kind of shit. So I used to and like the dial-up modem was so loud, like my parents were also like, oh, you can't use the internet unless you're supervised, because the internet was like super new. You should probably still be supervised because it's even worse now. But so like I would wait till they would go to bed and I'd go get big old towels, like bath towels, and I'd wrap them around the modem to try to get it to be quiet. And like I'd hug the modem wrapped in towels, and I'd log on the internet in the middle of the night while they were sleeping, because I was like, nobody's calling us at 1 a.m. but I'm going on the internet, god damn it. So I used to like hide the modem in the towels. Yeah, exactly. You have mail. Exactly. I could turn the computer speakers down, so that wasn't the problem. The problem was the the modulation of the dial-up. Oh, your dad's. Oh, you're playing with your dad right now? Like, oh, I see what you're saying. You guys are trying to play together while you stream, and then it causes him. Yeah, that I can see that being a thing. I can see that being a thing. Sometimes that happens if I try to. If my kids want to play Fortnite, they'll ask me to play with them on occasion, and I'll jump in. And we have a very horrible experience if the three of us are in the same party. But if it's like two of them or just by themselves, it's fine. The moment we stack three of us in the same party, though, it just doesn't go well. Real laggy. For whatever reason. Alright. Let's see if we can't get some shots off here. You got a job just to buy your own cable connection with internet? That's crazy. I did that for a TV in my room. I really wanted a TV in my room. My parents were like, fuck no, you're not getting a TV. So I basically I mowed lawns and shoveled snow and all the shit that a kid could do. I did all of that just to buy one of them little 13-inch TV VCR combos. That's how fucking old I am. Put that shit in my room. I was like, don't fucking tell me. He plays with his old friends from middle school and he just crashes. Maybe it's an age thing. He played the first Battlefield game ever. I did too. I loved old Battlefield. I haven't liked Battlefield since Hardline though. Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline, I think were both really good. I haven't liked, and Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 was amazing. We're gonna get along great. Yeah, I think so too. That's what I'm telling you. You gotta meet Gray. You'll get along with him a lot too. Fucking great. I think Gray might be older than War Chaser, and that's saying a lot. War Chaser is like 734 years old. Moses and War Chaser were actually in the 3rd grade together. Who, me? The infrastructure I have? Yeah, dude, something about Fortnite, it just doesn't work well when it's the three of us in the same party. It's laggy. It's weird. But they have like a weird dead spot in their rooms. You fucking kidding me? Like, I don't know why the mesh network doesn't work well in their room. And like, and the coverage says it's good, but it's a lie. It's not that great. We were friends, really, with a mesh? Yeah, dude, it's crazy. If you want to fight jets, I'll repair. I don't even have jets. I play other games for jets. So I like the World War II Warbirds in War Thunder because this is, I fly jets in DCS. So this is my non-jets game. My youngest son would fuck you up in Fortnite. Like, he would fuck you up in Fortnite. He's disgusting at Fortnite. He loves Fortnite so much that he will just go practice editing builds. Like, he will practice his editing. He practices harder at the game than he does at hockey. He will fucking destroy you in Fortnite. 100%. 100%. Like, it's such a big thing for him. I've thought about getting him on like a competitive Fortnite team for kids. Like, he's disgustingly crazy. Oh, he ain't even in middle school. The motherfucker's in 2nd grade. He's in 2nd grade. He finished, he doesn't only play ranked. He plays a lot of other shit. But even with that being said, he was like Platinum 1 as a 2nd grader last season in rank. So yeah, I refuse to 1v1 him because he will wreck me. He shits on, like, he will run circles around me and then talk shit to me and everything that you would expect from him as a gamer that plays competitive. Yeah, I wish he'd play something more interesting than Fortnite, but he's pretty damn good. Yeah, I don't have jets, homie. That's the thing. I what I thought was happening is I thought the game wouldn't let me continue because you didn't repair. But I see what's happening now. Is it's warning me and then it's letting us continue. We had some weird shit happen last week with War Thunder where we had a hard time joining parties and stuff like that. So that's what I thought was happening. You were correct. I was wrong. You were correct that I can just go without it. I was wrong. I'm not, again, I don't spend a lot of time on War Thunder. But I'll eat it when I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to play, go ahead and hit one in the chat. We'll get you in here. We'll get you in here while we take a 10-second break here and get some water. But yeah, man, my kid's nuts at Fortnite. I don't even like playing with him. You're right. There's not a lot of money in competitive KSP, but there is a lot of goddamn enjoyment in KSP. I love KSP. I was really upset that KSP 2 was a major disappointment. I wanted KSP 2 to be amazing, and it ended up not being the case. I'm a huge KSP fan. Love KSP. I'm kind of a purist though. I never got into like running a lot of mods with it. I think the most I modded it was like MechJeb and like maybe one other thing. But I really liked, you know, trying to keep the game as vanilla as I could. But MechJeb was kind of like a necessary mod. MechJeb to me is like weapons delivery planner in BMS. Like weapons delivery planner is a must-have mod for BMS. Same with MechJeb and KSP. Yeah, I was so bummed, dude. And they had me too because they were like, it's gonna be multiplayer. And I'm like, oh, say less. I'm fucking in. Like, nothing sounds more amazing to me than fucking up little green space dudes because we can't fly spaceships with my friends. You know what I'm saying? And nope, fuck you. No multiplayer for you. And oh, by the way, the game's 3 months old and we're abandoning it because it sucked. You know, you're right. I would die. I would die instantly at 11.3. Yeah. I thought the game was telling me that I couldn't continue. That you had to repair or else we couldn't continue. That we switched to tanks last week and we kind of saw some stuff like that happening. So I wasn't actually reading the pop-up. There's a VR mod for KSP. Shut up. That's crazy. Like you're in the cockpit. You'd have to be in the cockpit, right? Damn. I know there's like a couple like space docking VR game. Fuck, a VR mod. I might have to check this out. I don't want to admit it, but I might have to do it. I really like laid back games like that. I can't do the fucking Call of Duty Fortnite stuff. I just don't find it enjoyable. It's one of those things you got to spend, you know, 100 hours a week doing to be competitive, you know. But things like KSP, Civilization, Flight Sims, like I can just chill out, you know. You learn the systems and then you can play and it's like real relaxing. There needs to be more space VR stuff. I agree. I've said this so much on this channel, to be honest with you, that I want to see a Star Citizen like game in VR, right? Like we have the perfect VR flight model in VTOL. Like it works amazingly. Like the virtual HOTAS is perfect. We have a really perfect model for a VR shooter in something like Tabor. Like Ghost of Tabor is like it's janky, but Contractor Showdown has good gunplay too. Like we have good models for good gunplay and we have good gameplay loops. All they need to do is kind of tie it together and give us a space version of VTOL where we can get out of our planes and like do quests like you can in Star Citizen with a gun. Yeah, we'll see. If Star Citizen delivers anything, then we'll see, right? Star Citizen is notorious for not delivering, you know, and it's super unoptimized as it is. They would probably really fuck up the VR part and it would run even shittier. There is a VR mod. I saw it. I don't know if it's a pure VR mod or if it's the Unreal to VR mod that exists that's out there. So there's a library, like this mod tool that you can download where you can take any Unreal Engine game and turn it into VR. So people are playing all kinds of games like Borderlands and other shit in VR with this mod. It's kind of cool, but it's also really janky. I think you might be able to do that for Star Citizen. I want to have high hopes for Star Citizen, but I keep going back to Elite Dangerous, and I don't know why. Like, I have Star Citizen, I have Elite Dangerous, but there's something about Star Citizen that I just can't get into it the same way I was able to get into Elite Dangerous. I don't know if it's a pain when it comes to finding my keys. I don't know if it's the way you have to travel around, you know, through the stations and stuff like that. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't stick the same way Elite Dangerous has. ED's crushed your heart. Why? I've played a ton of ED. I loved it. I love that game. What about it did it? What finally broke you? They've kind of not been that great with Odyssey, but back in the day, yeah, Frontier has dropped the ball multiple times. I agree, but it's still, for whatever reason, it's still something I come back to over Star Citizen. I don't know why. When I built my current computer, I did it with Star Citizen in mind. I made sure the components would run Star Citizen really well, because I was like, I'm gonna go into the Star Citizen world. City is the name of the map. It says City. The tank sim, it was a major fuck you. Whoa, in War Thunder? Oh shit, don't get me started on tank sims, brother. I've never seen this map even. Don't get me started on tank sims. I texted you this, for the record, War Chaser. I texted you this. Gunner Heat PC. Gunner Heat PC. Fucking incredible tank simulator. Fucking incredible tank simulator. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Odyssey was bad and the lore completely dropped off. Odyssey is bad. I don't like the alien thing either, for whatever it's worth. I miss old Power Play. Power Play used to be my favorite way to play because I play like a lot of faction warfare and EVE Online and stuff. So I love the idea of like faction warfare, like Power Play style gameplay. When Power Play was good, like 6-7 years ago, Power Play was amazing. That was my favorite, like prime Elite Dangerous for me. It was like Power Play when that was good back then. But I keep going back to it. I can't do the Star Citizen thing. I don't know why. And I want to like it because, like, I bought the ship and I built my computer to handle it, and there's so much about it that I would love to have, but I don't know why. I just can't. I can't seem to hit the play button. Uh-oh. Don't die, Jimmy. Don't die. Yeah, in this it sucks. Tanks suck in this. I'm not gonna lie. I did not really have fun with them. Gunner Heat PC though. If you need a good tank simulator, Gunner Heat PC is what's up. There's a lot wrong with Star Citizen, probably, but I appreciate that they're trying to push the limits on things. I think what turns me off the most about Star Citizen, that's not gameplay related, is it really feels like what they're doing is building an engine and hoping that they can license the engine out. That's what it feels like. The gameplay for Star Citizen, in my head, should be something that I enjoy because it's very much a arguably slightly better gameplay loop than Elite Dangerous. But I fucking always come back to Elite Dangerous instead of diving down into Star Citizen. It's not a game you can just jump into. You gotta, yeah, that too is it. It's not like an instance kind of game, right? Like you do have to sit down for a while to play it. Same with ED, same with Elite Dangerous too though. Fuck, shoot him. You know, the mining is way better. That's probably true. I haven't mined in Elite Dangerous in years. I'm mostly exploration and combat heavy in Elite Dangerous. Atlas, welcome, buddy. Welcome, dude. I saw you stream yesterday, and I just was not in a position to join. I totally would have come to hang out, but yesterday was crazy. I'm hoping that changes this weekend. If you have any weekend streams planned, you should ping me in Discord and say, hey, I'm gonna fucking stream, bro. Because this weekend I can join. I'll hang out in your stream if you stream this weekend. Yeah, dude, I want to like Star Citizen so much because I like the FPS gameplay that they have going on. I like the look of it better. I think it looks great. It's a beautiful looking game. Like there's so many things about it that I just really want to love. And I jump in and I'm like, meh, I think I'd rather play Elite. And I don't have the pinpoint reason for it. Same thing happens though with other games. Like I really wanted to sit down and play, like there's this game I have called Helicopter Gunship Decks, and it's really cool. It's like a remake of like an old 90s like helicopter simulator. It's really cool. I've played it a little bit. It's awesome. I got nothing bad to say about it. But I sat down to play it and I was like, if I'm gonna play this, I might as well just play DCS and fly the Apache. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I haven't given it a fair shake. I don't fucking know. It's like this happened to me with Gray Zone Warfare. Like Gray Zone Warfare is really good. Like really good. I think I would rather play Tarkov, but I refuse to play Tarkov because I don't like how they've handled things. So here we go. Bitting it up. Getting killed while we're bit dancing. What up? Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Dude, you gotta tell me when your next stream is gonna be. My favorite aircraft in VTOL? The F-26. Or the Apache. The AH-94, which isn't a real Apache, but we're gonna call it an Apache. Those two. I like the helicopter and the 26. Those are my favorites. Helicopter's a lot of fun. I don't have a masterclass on the helicopter because I owe it to you guys to understand the helicopter a little bit. Late at night, bro. Dude, I'm up late at night. That's the thing. Is like I had seen it and it was either I was getting ready to head to bed or I saw it a little bit later after the fact. Oh shit, we got... Holy shit, Tech, dude, thank you. You're crazy. You didn't have to do that. But I thank you from the depths of my heart, man. I love the fact that you guys are just here. But thank you. I don't have a sub song. I need a subscriber song, god damn it. But coming in hard with the Twitch sub, the Prime sub there is Tech Priest. What up, my guy? Thank you. Jesus Christ, people. You're crushing it. Yeah, I'm up late, Atlas. I'm up late. Trust me. I promise. But it was one of those things where like I wasn't at a computer or some shit. So if you happen to stream this weekend, you should ping me because if I'm up, I'll come hang out. You guys can call me Pi. All right. What up, Pi? Like the number 712.19, right? All right. Does anybody want to get in and play? One in the chat if you want to get in and play, and I'll give you an invite. Yeah, but the attack helicopter and the FA-26, brother, those are my things. And I've been flying the Apache a little bit in DCS, and I'm trying to force myself to learn the F-18 in the DCS because I'm much more of a Viper pilot. You know? Big Viper pilot. 3.14, no! I know what that... It's like, what is it? It's 3.14159? Something like that? I could be so fucking wrong. I don't know. I know what pi is. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a super quick break. I got to grab water, okay? I'm going to put you guys on a super dope break. We'll be right back, and we'll kick this off. Dump one in the chat if you want to play. Send me a friend request if you want to play. And I will get that first sub badge. What? It didn't... Oh, it did go on. Yeah, okay, cool. You got that shit. Get that badge. Alright, so if you want to play, send me a friend request, Cerberus0351. As soon as I get back from grabbing some water, I'll add you to the squad and we'll get going. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick. We'll be right back for 2 minutes, okay? 2-3 minutes tops. See ya.
bits gonna hit. Drop 'em bits, Twitch lit. Drop 'em bits gonna hit. Drop 'em bits, Twitch lit. Drop 'em bits gonna hit. Drop 'em bits, Twitch lit. Drop 'em bits gonna hit. Drop 'em bits, Twitch lit. Drop 'em bits gonna hit.
Holy smokes, Space Atlas going crazy like usual. What up, dude? You're the hero of the stream today. Man, this is what happened. StreamerBot had an update and it broke my code. That's why we keep seeing that percent tip amount instead of the actual amount that he's tiering. Yeah, StreamerBot had an update and it broke stuff. That's why last week some of you guys were trying to type lobby and it didn't work. Like you tried to get the Friday Night Flights lobby and it didn't work. I had to go through and fix the code last night, but apparently I missed the spot. I manage all my StreamerBot codes, so it's like kind of a pain in the butt. I should probably switch to something like Stream Elements, but I don't like how it's laid out. I like having control over the code. All right, so here we go. We're back. If you want in, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat as we bit stamps from Space Atlas. By the way, Space Atlas is a streamer. Y'all should go check him out if you like aviation content. He's real chill, hangs out, does late night streams. Might be worth a follow. You know what I'm saying? If you want in, dump 1 in the chat. And if not, maybe War Chaser wants in. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're going to kick a game off here in a second. So you tell me. God damn, making it rain the bits in here. Making it rain. I gotta find a cool thing to do for subscriber music. What are you building in Unreal? I feel like I know I've asked you this. I know I've asked this, but I forgot what it was. You'll have to forgive me. What are you building in Unreal? What are you building? I need to... I tried to learn Unreal. Unreal kicked the shit out of me. I don't even like writing StreamerBot code, to be honest. I don't like C#. C# and like C art. Like C++, C#. I'm not a big fan of them as languages. I read a lot of Go. Like Go is probably where I'm most proficient. Go, Python, JavaScript, those three. All right, here we go. We're gonna kick it. It looks like nobody wants to join. Fine, I'll play by myself. Me and Coffee will get it done. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Right now you're doing the render challenge about a pirate ship being attacked by the Kraken and some other military projects I work. Oh, very cool. I interviewed for a job like 3 years ago where if I'd have had Unreal experience, I probably would have gotten it. It was nothing about building games and it was everything about modeling satellite trajectories. It was for a semi-secret Microsoft project. At the time I had worked for GitHub, so moving over to Microsoft would have been very easy, but they needed somebody with Unreal experience, so 'twas not me. I had done more in Unity than I had in Unreal at the time, but I don't like C#, so Unity's out. And then I'm not a big C language person. I respect C++, I don't like C#, but I've had to write a lot of C# for this fucking StreamerBot. Unreal has gotten user friendly by like 1,000. Yeah, I struggle with how some of the things link together in Unreal, and I really don't like how Unreal is really pushing the blueprint system really hard, because again, like I have strong experience in programming, so I would rather write the code, and I know you still can, but like there's just some weird like editor linkage stuff to like link meshes with animations and stuff. The editor's a little bit clunky, to be honest, and it's been a learning curve for me. And then I get really burned out on it because I work all day doing tech stuff, so the last thing I want to do for fun is more tech stuff. Because there's been plenty of times where I've thought about this VR space game and I've been like, why don't I just fucking build it, right? I could keep saying I'd love to have it, like why don't I just fucking build it? And the reality is I just don't want to write more code. It's why I am considering moving away from StreamerBot. I like having control of my stream stuff through StreamerBot because it makes more sense to me to just write it in code. But it's code that I have to maintain, and that sucks. Blueprints look like to be the future, and apparently NVIDIA is working on a code that could write itself in English. Interesting. Are we about to make a VR space game? No, because I don't want to write code, bro. And I don't like blueprints. And I understand blueprints are just a visual representation of the C classes and the C code below them. But it's just not where I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in, Visual Studio, or pick another fucking IDE and banging out that code. But like I spent all day today writing WebSocket load tests in JavaScript. Like the last thing I want to do is fucking sit down and write code. And then all last week I was working with my Python developers and doing their Python shit. So the last thing I want to do is write code. And then last night I had to pop open StreamerBot and I thought I fixed some of its code, but it got an update and basically they removed one of the streaming services. So I had some really nice generic classes written that would work for each streaming platform just in case I ever wanted to expand, but they completely changed the libraries now that those aren't there, so it broke all my fucking code. Yeah, you heard VR space game. Yeah, I said I would be willing to work on it myself if I didn't have to write code all day for work. The last thing I want to do after a full work day is sit down and write code. At the end of the day, understanding the language is going to be a lot better because I understand the blueprints and you'll still kick my ass 100 times simply because you understand the fundamentals of code. I've heard that blueprints are really great for like prototyping and getting you up and going, or for like just new developers as a whole. But to really be resilient and have something a little more production ready, that you typically need to rewrite them in C++ just so that they scale a little better and you have the resiliency. I don't know enough about the engine to know how true that is. So plus you're not going to be able to do like netcode and stuff like that with blueprints. Like I could never see blueprints working out for like netcode related things, or like certain generators and factories. Like if you needed like spawn factories or character factories and stuff like that. Like if you think of a game like Path of Exile where there's all the like the weapon assets and the gear assets, I couldn't imagine trying to do that with blueprints. I think you would have to write a ton of class related code that you put on those actors in order to make it work. And I don't think actors is the correct term in Unreal for an asset like a mace, but I think you would have to get into the C++ to do that. Welcome to my nightmare. This fucker is a genius though. He'll never admit. No, dude, I'm not. Anybody can learn this shit. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just solving puzzles. And I'm so burned out on it though. I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. And like it sucks because like I got really into hacking for a while, like red teaming stuff, like war game kind of stuff. I loved that, and then tech stole that from me, and I really wanted to do game development, and then that joy got stolen from me too. So I'm a man. I gotta go. I'll catch you a little later. All right, brother, have a good one. If you stream this weekend and you remember, fucking Discord me. I mean, I'll see the notification too. I do follow you. So, and I'll join. I'll come hang out if you stream this weekend. And I'm up. That's the key. You do stream late. Usually I'm up late. I've been going to bed a little earlier though. But having to wake up early, that's the problem. Waking up early is stupid. I don't like sleep. Sleep's a waste of time. Bothers me. Bothers me to sleep. I wish I could go like a week without sleep. Like sleep once a week. I mean, I've stayed up for days on end before, but to like be high functioning on only like one night of sleep a week, that would be great. That would make me happy. I can get so much done. I was actually sitting there the other night thinking about like, man, do I want to set up like a hub for the community? Like I was thinking about building out like, because okay, so right now, for those of you that don't know, oh shit, I'll wait till the ad's over and I'll say this because it's kind of important and I don't know who might miss it. I'll say it after this ad. Yeah, but I almost talked to myself into working on a project. Almost. We'll see. We'll give them a minute and I'll tell you what it was. I'll get your opinion on it. I think that's the thing is I'll get your opinion on it. If enough people think it's a good idea, then maybe I'll suck it up and write the code. Maybe. Gross. I know you didn't just say that, War Chaser. That's absurd. Please don't be that. You hang around kids too much. You have kids, so that's the problem. I want to throw mine across the room every time they skibbity anything. My youngest, his new thing is like, because he's a Fortnite guru, right? And he's like, this kid's a sweat. He calls everybody a sweat. It's so funny. And I was like, what does that even mean? He's like, I don't know, bro. I'm like, yeah, exactly. All right, this ad's gonna end in 10. I'll tell you what it is. All right, okay, cool. So look here, this is what I need to know. Currently, some of you know that in the important information channel in the Discord, we're running a poll for a squadron, right? We're running a poll so that we can figure out what to name the virtual squadron that we're setting up. You guys get to vote on the name. An ejection. Hey, I punched out right there. I punched out just for you. Just for you, I did it. We're running a poll to figure out what to name the squadron. All right. So that's what we're doing. So go vote in the poll if you haven't already. The poll closes in 5 days. Vote in the poll. So what I am thinking about doing is I was thinking to myself, like, man, like we have Discord. Discord's great, but the calendar in Discord kind of sucks a little bit. Like it works, but I don't think it's very like in your face. So I was thinking about throwing together like a hub that you could go to. So you could just go to whatever our squadron name is.com or whatever, and you'll land on a hub, and there would be like a calendar of events and obviously like links to shit, but mostly like a calendar of events and a way to organize and stuff like that. But to pull this off would require me building the website to do it, which is fine. Like I can already do that shit. Like I have those skills. I'm not worried about it. But it is going to mean that I have to write some code in my off time. But it's one of those things like, I don't know if the community would even find that valuable to have a hub like that. And it also might be one of those things that's not valuable right now, but might be valuable in a year, like when community events are happening on a much more regular basis and stuff like that. So like if you go to like Falcon Lounge, they have like a forum that they run where all of their events are. If you look up Veterans Gaming, like they have like a forum that they run, and I don't necessarily want to throw together a forum system because I think Discord satisfies that enough, but I want a better way for those of you that are interested in the community events to be able to have the community events set up, and specifically to be able to like subscribe to the calendar so that you know where it's at and stuff like that. So I was thinking about building this hub out. Do you want it to be a number? What do you mean? Don't want what to be a number? Like a number of people where I decide to build this hub, or the squadron? I think there's like 1 or 2 number options for the squadron, but they're mostly just fuck around names. So like, I'm a casual sim player. Like, you can't really convince me to mill sim very much. I did enough mill in real life that I don't need to mill sim it. But I like sim games, right? So I can be more on the casual end. I really don't care what it's called. Where this is all coming from is we've had a couple people request it, right? We've had a couple people request having a squadron, and so I want to set one up. But since I don't care what it's called, I threw out a couple options for the naming, and I really don't care if it's like the 329th VR shit kickers. Like, that doesn't, I don't really care. Like, we'll call it whatever you guys want to call it. Yeah, I don't need to mill sim it, bro. Like, I can't. Like, I'll play Arma. I like Arma. I think Arma is great. I'll 100% jump in and play Arma. I love that shit. If you want me to fucking become a corporal in a community, though, just so that I can lead a fire team, I'm good. I'm solid. I don't need that shit in my life. I'm good. I've done enough of that. Done enough of that. If you want me to like say some out-of-pocket uncouth shit and laugh hysterically while we're playing Arma and fucking be in tears because we're fucking having a blast, like, that's what you'll get out of me. So the milsim groups, I don't take it serious enough for them. I haven't played Reforger. I heard Reforger is much more of a multiplayer world, whereas like Arma 3 works better for the single player side. I only know one person that plays Arma other than you now, and that's War Chaser, and he doesn't play Arma that much. So yeah, I thought about Reforger, but I just don't think I'll get the most out of it. That's what turned me off to Squad. Like, I used to play Squad, and I love Squad. I think Squad's a great game, but everybody's too damn serious. I don't need that shit, you know? I ain't about that serious life. I'm fucking around. Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll end up making the squadron name in War Thunder the same name, but like, there's other games. Like, people play VTOL, right? People play DCS. Now we got guys jumping into BMS. So I kind of just want to make a central hub that kind of falls under the like this squadron name. So that's kind of what I'm thinking around with, playing with in my head to see if it might be value. But like, again, that's the type of thing, like, I'll have to run some infrastructure for it. I'll have to run I have to write the code for the website and stuff. Yes, you absolutely can join after this game. We'll pick you back up for sure, without a doubt. The average company, that's awesome. That's super cool. That's super cool. I like that. I've had a hard time in Squad and in Arma finding groups that don't want to pretend that they're fucking infantrymen, you know? Or like, or it really is a bunch of infantrymen that can't get enough of work or whatever the fuck it is. And again, I left that life, right? Like, I did my time and I got out. I didn't stay in. I didn't make a career out of it. I ain't trying to make my fun out of it, you know? Which is a bummer, because give me enough casual people to play Squad and I will play the shit out of Squad. Give me enough casual people to fucking run mill ops, like mill sim ops, without the mill sim jargon and rigorous hierarchy of rank and this and that, and I'll do that, because like, those games are fun. Those games are fun. Going to a 3-hour-long briefing just so that I can get promoted. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know, like, I don't care about your virtual promotion. But what I do enjoy is fucking helping people out, you know? Like, that's why the masterclass video, look, we're ejecting. That's what the masterclass videos are and stuff like that. Like, I like I like to share the knowledge on these games and get people involved, but that's what's fun for me. I have to do tanks a good time when I play with other people. In War Thunder, I didn't like War Thunder tank. I didn't like War Thunder tanks, but I did play Gunner Heat PC and was fucking addicted. That game is amazing. It's gonna be even better once it's multiplayer. It's on their roadmap, but again, small dev team, so it'll probably take a decade. But I think Gunner Heat PC's got the possibility to be the most accurate tank simulator we've got. Super fun too, like super fucking fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You're trash with Japanese planes that are not jets? Play a different country. It's all low level stuff. We can always scale it back too for you so you can grind stuff up if you want. Yeah, I gave tanks a fair chance and I was just like, they weren't really for me. Oh no, I have not Pi. It's on my list. It's in VR as well. It has a good VR implementation from what I've seen. I played the living shit out of Carrier Command 1 when I was a kid. I loved Carrier Command, the original. So I actually am really interested in Carrier Command 2. Like really interested. Carrier Command was probably one of my like first serious games that I played. Like that, fuck me, that weren't like Super Mario Brothers. And I loved Carrier Command. But I'm scared of Carrier Command 2. Not scared of the game, but like scared it's gonna be a KSP2 situation, right? Like it's not gonna live up to what I hope it lives up to. That's what I'm worried about. Fortasia says spent 6 months in a unit because I wasn't present every time they play. Yeah, man, that's annoying. Like I don't need your mandatory attendance. I can't give you mandatory attendance, right? I have shit I gotta do. I got kids I gotta take care of. I play sports. I do work stuff. Like I can't give you your mandatory attendance, right? So I want to set up community events and a squadron that don't have these mandatory attendance rules, but also give people the group play without the fucking yes sir, you know, fuck all that. Mech Warrior was your first shit. Oh, it's a good game. Good game. I love me some Mech Warrior. I don't like Mech Warrior Online though. I feel like they fucked it up, and so that's a bummer. You should check out Overlord. Overlord, it's a VR mech game. It's really rough around the edges. It has a free demo on Steam though. It's disgustingly rough around the edges, but if you like VTOL, it's that level of detail, like all the MFDs, all the switches and stuff. It's that level of detail with mechs. It's made by one developer though, so it needs a lot of help. But if it somehow gets the help and the traction it needs, I think it's going to be an absolute banger of a VR game. You're more of an aviator in this game anyway, says Cal. Yeah, man, me too. I like aviation more than I like tanks, but Gunner Heat PC was tough to be mad at. Yeah, Mercenaries is legit with friends though, and you can mod the shit out of it. Mech Warrior Mercenaries? Is that what it is? Is it interesting? Hold on, with the legit with friends part, you have me interested. Yeah, Overlord is rough. What is Mech Warrior 5? Okay, I didn't play that one because I thought it was only single player. Fuck. You have to mod it to be multiplayer? Is that what it is? Yeah, I think you can run the Unreal to VR mod though, to make it VR. You might be able to. Yeah, I'll have to look up the name of this mod. I forget. To turn you can turn almost any game into VR. Not almost, but there's like a couple hundred. What is the name of this? I'm looking right now. I can't find it quickly. I think it's certain games on Unreal Engine. Unreal game into VR. What is it? What is it? Yeah, what is this fucking thing called? I have to look it up. I'll find it in the Discord for anybody that might be interested. We're about to fucking die. But it's super cool. It comes stock multiplayer? Oh shit, for real? Was it only single player when it launched? Why? In my head, I have that this is a single player game. Was it only single player when it launched? Interesting. If it comes stock multiplayer, then fuck. I might have to download that shit. I got Game Pass. It takes me nothing extra to... motherfucker. It takes me nothing extra to play it. Single up to 3? Oh shit. I ain't got that many friends. I ain't got that many goddamn friends, people. Yo, Friday Night Flight's gonna be lit this week. We're gonna get 10 followers on Friday. Something tells me we're gonna hit 100 Twitch followers on Friday. It's gonna be the game plan. That's what I'm thinking. I have a feeling. I hate this plane. I got no forward facing guns. I have no forward facing guns. This plane's not very fun. I gotta be careful getting sucked into another game though, because I'll stop playing some of the others I'm playing, and I want to finish them. I want to finish Red Dead, you know, like I want to finish Red Dead. I'm thinking about getting back into Elden Ring. That game is fucking sweet. I got a gun in the back. I got a guy back here. Look, that's all I got though. I was hoping he could take his little fucking gun and shoot it. Zonk TV. It's a bomber. Nothing funny about a bomb. Bro, bombers are boring. Not my style, but we're doing it because it's the only plane I got left. Welcome to the stream, brother. First time I've seen your name, so hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the chat too. You want to play with friends because the stock AI is kind of trash, so they end up getting your Mac racked. Oh, I see. I see. I need Ready or Not friends as well. Ready or Not's so cool, but that's another better with buddies thing. Even Payday, like Payday 2 was so good, but I don't have any friends that play Payday anymore. And like, I would totally grind the fuck out of like Payday 3 with some people. That would be fun. But War Chaser won't play Payday because he's a cop, or used to be a cop. Thinks he's still a cop. So, robbing banks and shooting police, he's not a big fan. Can you guys help me with Germany aviation? I might as well start. Yeah, you just need us to bump the level down? Is that what you're hoping for? We can make that happen. Zonk, if you want to play, one in the chat and we'll get you in the game. We can make that happen. We can definitely trim it down. To battle. Not all, I didn't mean to click to battle. I meant to go back. All right, so let's see, cows. Let's get you in here while we wait on Coffee. Coffee's crushing it. Somehow still alive. RDR2, favorite game of all time. Damn, man. I want to go play it right now. I want to ditch you guys for Red Dead now. I'm enjoying it so far. Dude, Payday is fucking sweet. Payday 3 is what we would be on, though. I have Payday 2, but Payday 3 is the new one. Payday 3, I've not played it all. But Payday 2 is super cool. It's all about committing crime and shooting your way out. You're kind of far. You're in Europe, so your ping might be too much. That's fair. That's fair. I have Payday 2 as well, but I really want to play Payday 3. Payday is better with a full squad, though. Full squad's really key. All right, so I shot you an invite, cows. I shot you an invite, and I can trim some of my planes down here. That's doable. Let's see. What is this? hydroplane, naval bomber, torpedo bomber. Ah! Let's do this thing. Do I have any fighters, bro? I just want a fighter. See, I don't care about bomber. That guy's already there. All I gotta do is like dumb this one down a little bit and we'll be fine. But I need like a fighter to put there. I guess we'll do this. Put that there. That should lower it quite a bit. That should be enough to get you going. If you want to grind your Germany thing. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Yes, do that. Alright. Red Dead is fun. We need a Red Dead VR game as much as we need a space VR game. What is it? Arizona Sunshine? Isn't that kind of a Western VR game? I've heard a lot of people say good stuff about that. Try researching the fighter planes. Those are the most fun. Yeah, I hear you. And I could see how, if you're a War Thunder player, that the jets would be what's fun for you. But I fly all my jets in like DCS and stuff like that. So War Thunder for me is a game that I can play like World War II, like planes in. Because I fly all the modern jets and stuff in DCS. So this is my way of like switching it up and jumping back and forth from like different eras. But I could see if you're just a War Thunder, it's like if all you play is War Thunder, then I could see the jets being fun. But I know for a fact I'm not going to enjoy them because I'm going to jump into a jet and it's going to be like really arcadey. And I'm just going to want to go sit in my F-16 and fly it in DCS. So, yeah. Low level, let him know and he'll drop down to a food. Yeah. You're on your 5th time. Damn, 5 times for RDR. That's wild. What do we have here? Who are we waiting on? Waiting on you. Waiting on you, Kyle. Waiting on you. That's crazy good, though. 5 times? I'm on my first story playthrough. I've played the online part. What aircraft do I fly in DCS? I main the F-16. I fly the F-16 too much. So I main the F-16. I've been flying the Apache. I'm forcing myself to fly the F-18 because I fly the F-16 too often. So I'm forcing myself to fly the F-18 right now. So those are the main 3 that I fly. F-16, F-18, and Apache, and DCS. And then IL-2, I fly the P-51. No jets. Jets are basically point and click on the rockets. W2 machines, Spitfires, and 109. Yeah, Mustangs for the win. Ooh, Mustangs for the win. These guys are waiting on me. P-51 Mustang. P-51 Mustang. Best goddamn aircraft out there. I love it. Yeah, we'll fly some DCS tomorrow. It's gonna be bad. Not gonna lie to you. You guys are gonna see me struggle. I'm gonna force myself into the F-18 unless I can get a pilot for the Apache, in which case I'll be happy to like be a gunner in the Apache. But I really want to struggle my way through the F-18. I'm trying to figure out the best way to use it, and I barely know it. So I can shoot AMRAAMs out of the F-18 sometimes, kind of. I'm trying to really learn the radar like well in the F-18 because it's one of the best ones in there. You're thinking about getting back into the 18 and the Apache? Oh, bet. I would also like to find someone to fly the 15. I don't have the 15. I have the C. I don't have the E. And I'm really hesitant to buy the E with all the shit going on with ED and Razbam and whoever the fuck's going to maintain the E. Like, it might not get updates anymore, so I really don't want to buy the... Oh, my God, Zonk. Ooh, you're killing me. He says Spitfires were better, to be honest. I don't... Oh, no. Somebody ban that man. Ban him. Never. P-51s for the win. Spitfires are okay. P-51s for the win. Yeah, so I'm really hesitant to get the F-15, but I have every terrain, I think, in DCS, so I can fly anywhere. And I really want to learn more on the Apache and more on the 18. I don't even have everything I need to have bound on the Apache. I've only been binding like what I need, so like I can fly it around a little bit. I'm not super proficient in it. And then like we figured out how to shoot stuff. I can shoot stuff from the gunner seat, but I'm still really new to the Apache, even though I genuinely enjoy it. The F-18 is the greenest grass for me. Yeah, I agree with Pi. I think Pi knows what he's talking about. If you ask me, folks, I think we have a gentleman and a scholar in the chat. That's what I think. P-51 is the most beautiful aircraft. I don't know what I'd say ever made, but I'd say damn close. Of the non-jet engine aircraft, for sure. The F-22 is a mean-looking beast, and the F-16 is absolutely gorgeous. But I don't think there's a prop plane out there that looks better than a P-51. Period. I can't disagree. The gentle curves make it absolutely no. See, this is why we blame you, War Chaser. P-51 gang over here. P-51 gang. Oh, my wife actually got me a super cool thing for my birthday. I gotta put it up. It's she got me like a bunch of like vinyl aircraft that I can put on the wall, because you know, as I'm super into flight stuff, so I gotta hang this thing up. I haven't even had time to put it up in the past week, but I'm stoked. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it up. I might put it up back here so you guys can see it a little bit. I don't know, or I might put it over on my sim rig. I don't know, but yeah, she crushed it. She like super crushed my my birthday this year. I got tickets to one of my favorite comedians, so we're going to see his show. I got a brand new bag for my hockey gear, which is amazing. She got me like the Cadillac of hockey bags, which I wasn't expecting. I thought she was gonna drop the ball and get me a really shitty bag, but she hooked it up. And she got me some extra airplane stuff, and then yeah, so she crushed it. You like the A-10? Oh my god. No, I've never flown it in DCS, and I kind of despise it. I grew up around them. Like, I've been in the cockpit of a real A-10. I grew up around them, so they're all I saw, and I respect the living shit out of the A-10 from its mission perspective, right? I won't ever talk shit on an A-10, being a grunt myself, but I don't think they're that cool. But I've also been considering getting into the A-10 in DCS just because it's like amazing for moving mud, right? So like if I was gonna do some air to ground stuff, it's tough to not fly an A-10. So I was considering getting the A-10 in DCS, but I want to learn the F-18 before I buy another aircraft. Like I really want to be comfortable in the F-18, and I want to be comfortable in the Apache before I buy another aircraft. Even though I have the Flaming Cliffs, so I have the non-high fidelity A-10, but I think those are harder to fly because you have to bind everything to a HOTAS. I like having the full fidelity stuff. It's just less shit to think about. 18's not bad for AG. Yeah, the 18 is super versatile. It can do anything you want it to do, right? You can load it up with more AMRAAMs than you'll ever need, or as much ground ordnance as you want. I fly the Viper. The Viper is pretty multi-role too. But I do more seed and deed operations with the Viper than I do like CAS. And I think the A-10 would be perfect for like CAS. Oh, we overflew that. We'll turn around. Let's remember who took the engine from the Spitfire, the P-51. Also better turn rate and airplaning. Not a long-range fighter, but it broke 109s and 190s all in the battle. Listen, I'm not hating on the history, but the P-51 is faster than the Spitfire in a straight line. It has like the way that you manage the manifold pressure and everything in it allow it to be incredibly quick. It can run down anybody, and the interesting thing about the P-51 is less to do with the plane and more to do with the pilots. The P-51 was the first time pilots were introduced to G-suits. So it's the first aircraft to ever have a G-suit, and therefore it was able to outmaneuver even more powerful planes, we'll say planes with a better turn rate, it could outmaneuver them, not so much because of the plane, but because the pilot was able to withstand the G-forces of those maneuvers a lot better because the pilot had a G-suit. And that's super cool. The P-51 doesn't have a Mustang drawn on it. No, but it's got a red tail, and the Tuskegee Airmen were shit hot. Oh, damn. Oh, dude, you watched the P-51 flyby? I was, don't ask me why, but I was looking to buy an airplane the other day. Not that I could buy an airplane right now, but like, I plan to either build or buy an airplane at some point. So I was just like kind of browsing around. Come on, kill him, Gunner. Get it done. I was browsing around, and there's a guy out here right now selling an F-15. It's a demo unit, right? He uses it for aerobatics, but he's selling an F-15. It's on the market right now where I am. It's a little out of my price range for an airplane, but I could, in theory, own an F-15 right now. It's a little out of my budget. Like, my budget for an airplane, we're fucking dead. My budget for an airplane, it's an okay budget, but that's what I said, right? I was like, yeah, like maybe it's worth the price tag, you know what I'm saying? But there's no way I could they want $150 million for it, so it's a little outside of what I can afford. It's a little outside of what I can afford. But $150 million, it's on the market right now. It's at Nellis Air Force Base, and anybody can buy it. It's one of the few civilian-owned F-15. Yeah, it's a little pricey. Yeah, P-51 did enter late. You're right. It did enter the war late, but it's a cool thing that it became more maneuverable because G-suits were invented with the P-51. Kind of cool. Yeah, a little outside of my price range, man. I'm looking more at like the $120,000 price range. Whether I build or buy, or if I go higher than that, then I'll go in on a partnership for an airplane. But we got to get through ground school first. You know what I'm saying? My favorite part of the advertisement, though, was dude literally said, "No test flights without proof of funds." I couldn't imagine being the guy that's like, "Hey man, nice fighter jet. Can I take it up for a test flight?" But at the same time, if I was showing up with $150 million for something, you bet your ass I'm flying it before I buy it. Also, the listing was like, you don't need, like, there's no license that qualifies you to fly that jet, right? It's not like a private pilot license or something like that. So he's like, you don't really need a private pilot's license to have this thing, right? So it's like, there's no real flight school for that either, right? You just kind of jump in the motherfucker and fly it. Kind of crazy. I told my ex-wife that at the time we saw it, and she even laughed. I must have missed something for that. There's no other sound for what? The Spitfire? I would be hesitant to build my own. I used to think that way, but then I learned that when you build an experimental aircraft, you're not really building an experimental aircraft. You're buying a kit that's been put together 1,000,000 times and tested and all this other stuff, and you're really only doing 51% of the work. So you're actually buying an airplane that's just not put together, and you're putting it together and painting it, and that kind of gets you to the 51% mark. And there's a lot of like set designs out there, so you also still have to get some of the things signed off on, but it allows you to circumvent some of the FAA regulation on things, which is not why I want to do it. I want to do it because I think it would make for interesting content. I think it'd be like really interesting to document building an airplane. I also want to do it because I think it'd be interesting to build an airplane, and I want to do it because you could get a brand new airplane for a fraction of the cost that you could get a really old used airplane. So yeah. So I might do it. I might do it. We'll see. I gotta start ground school first. I plan to start before the end of the year. I think I found the program that I want to do. But that's some content that I'm gonna make too, like sim pilot turned real pilot. But I don't want to go fly commercial. Like I don't care about being an airline pilot. I'd be happy just teaching other people to fly, like get all my ratings that I need to be a flight instructor, and then just help people enjoy aviation. Kind of the thing. If the masterclass stuff didn't give that away, you know, it's kind of like what I enjoy doing. No, I don't want to order this, but we do need to kick off more research. Let's research. I guess we'll research this. You just saw me. You're on Twitch also? Yeah, man. We multi-stream because some people didn't want to set up a Twitch account, or they couldn't set up a Twitch account for whatever reason. So we started out all on YouTube, and then I just didn't want to cut people out. So I said, fuck it, we'll multi-stream. We'll go on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So that was the decision making. Haven't seen the movie or know the history, but if it was what movie? Dunkirk? Oh, I didn't like Dunkirk. Didn't think it was a good movie. Fell asleep. Fell asleep in the movie theater. I did not enjoy that as a movie. It's one of the worst movies I've seen recently, to be honest. Well, not recently, but in the past, I don't know, 10 years. Meh. Uncut Gems, unpopular opinion. Uncut Gems is the worst movie ever made. That's my unpopular opinion. I love Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler makes good movies. I have never in my life gotten up in the middle of a movie in the movie theater and left until I watched Uncut Gems. My wife and me, we looked at each other and we just kind of nodded and we got up and walked away. What up, Zonk? Hello, welcome to the Twitch side of the house, buddy. Welcome. Now you got us everywhere. You can't get away. We'll chase you down in our P-51s. But yeah, I legit walked out in mid-movie in Uncut Gems. Oh, shit. He's coming in with the Twitch follow, too. What up? Thank you, my man. Thank you. You're number 91. You've officially started the push to get everybody to 100. The game plan. If it doesn't happen Friday, I'll be surprised. I think we can make it happen Friday. Friday Night Flight's gonna be popping off. It's gonna be sweet. But thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm sure you already subbed on the YouTube side, so it's cool that you felt the need to pop over here too. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Dude, Friday Night Flights is gonna be lit. Last week was amazing. I got done with this stream last week and I was like, what the fuck? That felt like 45 minutes. I would have streamed all night long. Friday Night Football. No. We play VTOL VR around here on Friday Night Flights. I host this open lobby. It's a community event. Anybody can join. You don't have to be good. New pilots are encouraged. It's just a shit ton of fun. Like a bunch of people from the Discord come out, the Twitch followers come out, and we goof off and have a good time. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Worth being a part of if you play VTOL. Really. There's no skill requirement or anything like that. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. Yeah, I finished that stream Friday, man, and I was like, fuck, like if I didn't have to go to dinner right now, we would still be streaming. It felt like 45 minutes. It felt like we barely did anything because the stream was so fun. I could have gone for another 6 hours. I very easily could have gone for another 6 hours. It fell short, or it felt short. Yeah. Yeah, it did. It was amazing. But I think this Friday is going to top it. If you really want my opinion on it, I think this Friday is going to top it. I know I'm like hyping it up, but it's my favorite stream of the week. I like streaming War Thunder because it gives me a chance to play with people. Okay, so that's fine. But notice how like I'm not chatting with the people, right? I'm chatting, like chat is the priority here. I like playing DCS, but again, like stream chat will be the priority there. But Friday Night Flights, like we use in-game chat, and like that's where like everybody gets like a more direct connection to me. So it's different. Like I still talk to stream chat, but I care like an equal amount about the in-game chat. So it completely changes. It's my favorite stream. Genuinely my favorite stream of the week. Even though DCS and BMS, I like those games more than VTOL, but the stream VTOL is better. That poor kid. Yeah, dude, that was the craziest thing too, man. There's so many cool people in the community that there was a guy, I'm pretty sure it was Monarch. Pretty sure, I want to get it right, but I'm pretty sure it was Monarch. There was a kid that was like, how do I fucking take off? Didn't know shit, and this guy's like telling him absolutely everything he needed to know to get him up in the air so he could play. It was awesome. And he was doing ejecting, and he was doing like a really good job at like coaching the kid and like explaining stuff. I was like, dude, like that's the hard part. Like it's one thing to know what you need to do and have the knowledge. The hard part is like conveying all of that in a good way. And that guy crushed it. I'm pretty sure it was Monarch. Yeah, it was so good. So good. I loved that shit. And if you're new to VTOL and you need a mentor, the Discord is the place to get one, right? You can find the Discord there. There's a nice little invite link for you. The Discord's the place that you can get a lot of one-on-one help, whether it's in Microsoft Flight Simulator, Falcon BMS, DCS, VTOL VR. It's all there. If it's a flight sim, it's there. I think there's a couple War Thunder guys in there, but it's mostly a flight sim spot. Who sounds like a bee? Little bees buzzing around. Never played VTOL? Man, if you have VR, then it's a must play. It's the best VR game ever made, in my opinion. And I'll stand by that. I'll die on that sword. I will stand by that. Up to this point, it is the best VR game ever made. But it's only VR. It's only VR, and it's on Steam, so you need to make sure that you can connect to PC VR, not just the Metastore. That's what you like about VTOL. It's so easy to just hop in and fly and get to. It's intuitive. Yep, and easy to teach. 100%. And it's got a lot of depth to it, right? To that note, in an hour, you could be in the air good to go in VTOL shooting stuff down. To understand and master like ACM, air combat maneuvers, or BVR, beyond visual range combat, or even the PvP side of VTOL, which VTOL PvP is a whole different game than VTOL PvE. It's completely different. Same game, but like the mechanics change, then the knowledge you need changes. Like you are talking hundreds of hours to be an expert at VTOL, even though you can be effective in an hour. It's super cool. Yeah, oh, that's for sure. Good point, Pi, on the jamming, for sure. The jamming is something that is very VTOL unique. So yeah, it's totally weird. And it's like what, 29, 30 bucks? Like it's a cheaper game, and it's not the cost of something like fucking Elden Ring is. And even with the DLC, I think it's cheaper than like a AAA title, and it's worth it. So worth it. Hundreds of hours in VTOL, and like no stopping in sight. We are actually there's some cool stuff that might be coming down the pipeline. We're trying to figure out, when I say we, I mean the community as a whole. We're trying to figure out how to like building this custom mission for us to run a free-for-all set of PvP fights so that we can do like 1v1v1 because I've been doing these 1v1 fights. So we're trying to come up with some mission editor stuff to like do some really interesting like community free-for-all fighting events. So it'll be fun. Yeah, the DLCs are damn cheap and they're so good. Like they're worth it. The T55's some of the coolest DLC. Andrew Scott, what up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? New name around here. I'm glad you felt the need to say hi. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. The T55 and VTOL is some of the most interesting DLC ever because it's a multi-crew aircraft, so 2 people can be in it, but 2 people do not have to own the DLC. Only 1 person has to own the DLC, and another person can get in it. And I like that because in DCS, that's not the case. Like, if we both want to fly like the F-14, we both have to own the F-14. And honestly, even in VTOL, like the AH-94, you both have to own it to fly it together. So the T-55 is super, super unique in the fact that you can fly it with a friend because it's meant to be a trainer, and it's a great trainer jet. It's what I use every time somebody's like, can you help me with VTOL? I'm like, dude, T-55, let's go right now. We'll get in it and we'll fucking crank it out. And it's the perfect jet to train people in. Hell yeah, it's hump day. Oh shit, you guys' music stopped? Nobody fucking told me. Y'all don't even like the music. That's why, huh? There we go. We'll get the music back to you guys. Jiminy Jamin. Gotta go. All right, Kyle. Hey, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. It's been a lot of fun having you in stream. We got to talk about a lot of cool shit. It's super fun playing. Thanks for hanging out. If anybody wants to play in chat, I am playing with anybody from the community right now. So all you got to do is send me a friend request in War Thunder, Cerberus 0351. That's Cerberus. Oh. Cerberus 0351. Just send me a friend request and then type 1 in the chat, and I'll add you to the squadron. I'll give it a couple seconds just to see if anybody wants to join. So anybody can play. I'm happy to play with you guys. I'm just not on voice chat for today's stream in the game, but you're more than happy to jump in and have someone to fly with. It's why I do this. It's why we do Wednesday War Thunder stuff. So feel free. And if not, Coffee and me, we're just gonna keep wrecking it. All right? Coffee's been chilling all day today. I could go for coffee. Coffee sounds great. How do you get to the jammer on the 45? They might. I think it's still there. If it's still there, it's on the TSD, and it will be in the bottom right hand corner of the TSD screen. There should be a red square that says jam, if it's still there. And I feel like I recently got jammed by somebody in a 1v1, like they had mentioned jamming me. So I think it's still there, but it's on the TSD screen. And it's already, you don't have to equip it. Like, it's just built into the jet, if I remember right. And it could be wrong. It could be, because I don't ever jam in it. But I was 1v1ing somebody and they're like, I had you jammed. And I was like, that makes sense, because I didn't fucking see you at all. So Kyle says he's heading out. War Chaser, you're slow. Kyle's been playing. All right, you in? Here, I'll give you an invite, bud. Here you go. Invites inbound. Man, our hockey team chat's going crazy right now because we had a guy destroy his knee or his MCL in a game on Sunday. Fucking bummer. First game of the season too. All right, I'm gonna quickly switch this out back to that one that I had in here. I forget what it was. What was it? Hold on. I just need to switch this plane. Was this it? No, that's too low level. There was a higher level plane that I had in this slot, and I don't remember. Oh, no more. That's probably why. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you, higher level plane? Okay, maybe I'm fucking wrong. Nope, there's show more. There we go. they go. Okay, cool. Let's kick. Let's do it. Oof, that sucks. I know you are waiting on me for once. I know. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. It scared the shit out of me, to be honest, because I worry about my knees. You know, like I'm old too. I don't need to blow a knee, and I already fucked my shoulder up last season. You know. Just craziness. Just craziness in the chat. Eek. That chat's crazy. Don't ever be on an adult team. There's been times where my wife is like, why are you smiling like a schoolgirl looking at your phone? And I'm like, you don't want to know. And she's like, it's your hockey team, isn't it? And I'm like, yep. And she's like, I don't want to know. She used to want to know. She used to be like, well, what's so funny? And then I'd tell her, and she's like, you're a disgusting human being, and I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, yep, that's exactly why I didn't tell you. That's exactly why I didn't say anything. Andrew Scott, if you're still here, bud, what do you play? What are your games? What do you play? You stop by a War Thunder stream. Do you play War Thunder? You play VTOL? You play... What do you play? There's a million ways you could have landed on my YouTube page. So curious, what brought you here and what you're into? Why don't you give us all the goods? Spill the tea, ladies and gentlemen. Spill the tea. Man, oh man, the push to like 1,000 subs is crazy too. These numbers blow my mind. I know it's not like Mr. Beast numbers. I don't really care. But like, if you asked me in January if I would be like on a stage even this size, I'd have said no. Like, I'm gonna make this content and it's not gonna do anything for anybody anywhere. And I don't even care about the video content, which is kind of funny to say. I use it as a commercial. The Discord is really the cool part. Like, the Discord community is like where all the pure interaction is. Like, I spent my morning, I had an hour before I started work this morning, and I was just having a cup of coffee, and I was just hanging out talking to people in the Discord. One of the Discord members was streaming, and he didn't know that I got like his stream promoted to me, so I just shared his stream out in the Discord, right? So like, it's all been really cool to like build this community, and like the YouTube numbers don't match the Discord numbers, the Twitch numbers, they don't match the Discord numbers either. It's like all a funnel. So like, all the video content genuinely is just a funnel to the Discord. But like, if you're like-minded and you like just bullshitting and you're looking for VR friends, flight sim friends, the sim casual kind of friends, that Discord's the place to be. And I'm there as much as I can be. I spend a lot of time in the Discord, to be honest with you guys. So it's always a place where you can chit chat. It's why there's so many inside jokes with guys like Sam and Gray and War Chaser and stuff. War Chaser is a special case. He's a little bit slow, so we're nice to the kids that, you know, struggle. And but ultimately the Discord is where you want to be. God damn it. God dang it. I saw that coming a mile away too. But I've had so much fun building the Discord. Like, that has been the coolest part. And we're doing like these really cool, if you're a VTOL player and you're looking for someone to like 1v1 dogfight, like, I'll fight you. I'll fight you. It's a lot of fun. I'll fight you. You just gotta fill out a form. Guess where you can find that form? It's in the Discord. That's right. So that's the part that I've loved the most. It's like, my goal was to make VR and flight sim friends, and like, that's what's happened. But that's worked. And it just so happens to be that the content's not too shitty either. Like, it's okay content. A lot of fun. But I'm now finding people that I get to game with, and it's an excuse to game, right? I can be like, hey, I'm gonna go make content. And then I'm not just playing video games. Like, I'm just making content. And it's actually, I think it's actually altered my career path, but not in the way that you guys might be thinking. I'm not aspiring to be, you know, the next Jinxie or pick a streamer. Like, if streaming never becomes a career, I'm okay with that. but it has inspired this career change from tech to aviation. And I'm gonna build like this entire documentary or like docu-series or like all this content around it. And I don't want to go work commercially, but I do want to like continue to work in the aviation gaming space somehow, as well as do like flight instructor stuff. So I'm also trying to set things up so that I can like get some interviews with pilots and shit like that. Like I've not leveraged the fact that I'm a veteran, and I should, because I live near like Air Force bases and stuff. So I'm gonna do what I can to get some real fighter pilots to have conversations with and stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. So it's like, dude, like I do a lot in my life that I don't like when it comes to work, but I do it because it provides me a good life. And I got the job that I have because I believe that you can do whatever the fuck you put your mind to, right? I'm a college dropout, all this shit. Like I don't deserve the career I have. But I work hard and I busted my ass to get it. So I have it. And it just kind of clicked to me one day that like I don't have to settle for that. I can take that formula and I can apply it to the next thing. So that's what the current thing is. So I'm hoping that within the next 2 to 3 years I don't work in tech anymore and I work strictly in the aviation space, because I always wanted to be a pilot. From the time I was my oldest memory is around airplanes, A-10s as a matter of fact. My oldest memory is being around A-10s, and I always wanted to be a pilot, but I believed everybody when they said I wouldn't make it because I had a shitty support system as a kid. And it just kind of clicked to me one day because of the content and because of the YouTube. It kind of clicked to me one day that like, fuck it, like I can still go be a pilot. I can't go be a fighter pilot, like that ship has sailed, but I can still be around fighter jets. I can still be around fighter pilots. I can still figure out how to be a pilot. So I'm taking the formula I used when I got into tech and I'm rinsing and repeating it into aviation, and I'm super stoked about it. But it's also got me a little bit stressed out, like really busy nights and days, but lots of fun, and I get to make really cool friends along the way. So that's been cool too. So yeah, the best place to follow that, long story short, is in the Discord. And if you're like inspired and you're like, fuck, I need to get in the Discord, there's a link for you. I don't spend a lot of time like doing the hey sub follow like shit, but what I do spend a lot of time on is the Discord's where you want to be. I fully believe in the Discord, man. Like really. This is like the second or third time we played this map today. I feel like I've never played it until today. And I've played like complete and utter shit both times on this map. Or however many times we've played it. Yeah. Tis what it is. I can't believe Pastel Coffee's been grinding the whole day too. He's been here the whole fucking stream. I think he jumped in the first game. He might have jumped in the first game. I don't know. Could be. I don't make the rules. We're coming in the last half hour of the stream, so if you're lurking and you haven't gotten to play and you do want to play, like let me know. Like I genuinely do this to play with you guys. This War Thunder is more for the community than it is for me. It's so I can connect with y'all. You did jump in the first game. That's crazy, dude. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you were able to stick it out all day too. It's kind of a rare thing. Usually we have to shuffle the squads up. So it's kind of cool that you're able to just grind it the whole day. Give me all the things. Oh, please tell me. Please tell me. No, he bounced. War Chaser's like, fuck it. I don't like friends. All right. All right, guys. I think this is gonna be like maybe a 2, maybe 3 more game kind of situation. I know there's like a half hour left, but nobody readied up. You got out for no reason. I think we're gonna grind like 2 or 3 more games, and then I'm gonna punch out because I do gotta prep a little bit for some things here. I will eject from the stream. No, you think they removed it from the 45? Damn. So that's recent then, because it might have been a month ago when I did the 1v1 where I got locked or jammed up. You can buy another plane. Like, what do you mean? Like in War Thunder? I can buy another War. I can buy a bunch of planes. So I have this problem. You know how like you master the planes, right? So like you do all the research for a specific plane, you can buy the plane, but then you research all the parts for the plane. My brain does not let me move on to another plane until I master or fully research the ones I have. This game is bad for my health. This game is bad for my health because it's very grindy, but I feel the need to grind it in a very specific way, or else it's not fun at all to me. Like, I have to get the spade for every plane before I move on to the next one. I don't know why. It makes no sense. It's not like it offers me anything. It's the same thing like with the research on the planes. Like, I have to have that list even, or else looking at it bothers me. War Thunder is bad for everybody's health. Yeah, that's what it seems like, dude. So, like, as much as I could buy another plane, I can't buy another plane. You know, like I can't do it. Not until the current planes are fully researched. I can't do it. And honestly, I'm disgusted in myself for having this personality trait. I think it's fucking annoying. If you really want to know the truth, I think it's genuinely annoying. But it's the quirky shit about me, I guess. Everybody's got their own quirks. Mine happen to be in weird shit, like why I can't fly a different plane in War Thunder. Like, I have the P-51 unlocked. Like, let that sink in. I have the P-51 unlocked, but because the rest of my planes aren't down to that level, I don't let myself fly the P-51, even though it's my favorite airplane. Just because the other planes won't get researched the right way. And not as if there's a right way. There's no right way to do it. But because they won't get researched in what I have decided is the right fucking way, then I don't fly the P-51 even though I have it. It's fucking stupid. No, the game ended. That last match ended. We were on that city map, the last match. This one is not the city map. Or you could die, bro. Yeah, the P-51's good anyway because it's a P-51. But yeah, I don't let myself fly it because I haven't got the others down there, you know. It's a stupid fucking thing, but I can't let go of it in my brain to like move on to it. And I'd rather fly it. I'd much prefer it. I've flown it some. It's not like I've never flown it. It's just once everything else is down there, I'll do it. Because War Thunder. No, you bastard. Oh, come on. The heated P-51 debate. I love it. I love it. I'm all for it. Personally, I think the Wright Flyer is the most beautiful airplane ever made. That's what I think. The Wright Flyer, that's the one for me. Most beautiful airplane ever. No! Oh, why you shoot me down? Why you shoot me down? We might be able to get a couple hits in. Nope. Alright, we'll eject. We dead anyway. Oh, the bots are showing up. In War Thunder, there's a 7.0 Spitfire that beats jets at the battle rating. That's crazy. For real? How are the Jets not just like locking onto you with an AIM 120 and calling it a day? War Chase is over here talking to bots. He's like, I'm gonna make friends with the bots. You don't have to do that, bud. I'll be your friend. I'm a real human. I want to be a real boy. Yeah, I would imagine that the jet just locks you up and tears you apart, man. It's probably real hard to get close. 7.0 is an insane battle rating. The Cold War jets, so no rockets yet. Yeah, but missiles existed. Radar guided missiles existed in the Cold War. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we at least had Fox 1s in the Cold War. AIM 7s? That's Cold War era, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. I don't know. Now I'm questioning everything. Nope. We just fucked that up. They were bad. Yeah, but we still had them. I would assume that if we had an AIM 7 and we launched it at a Spitfire, that the AIM 7 beats the Spitfire. So there's no missiles at all in the jets. It's only air to ground and guns. We dead. Uh-oh. Dang, fly it low. Fly it like you stole it. Like early 50s. I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain in the 50s we had missiles. Crazy though. I don't know. War Thunder might not be accurately modeled too. There's that, right? Like, this is not a simulator by any means. But, man, if you like War Thunder or Gaijin, is more specific to it, they're coming out with their VR game this fall, and that's going to be cool. Q4 of this year, they're basically coming out with their version of VTOL VR, which I honestly don't think is going to be anything like VTOL. I think it's going to be just a strictly VR version of War Thunder, like, because there's VR in War Thunder, but I think they're doing a strictly VR kind of version of it. So we'll see, but I'm excited for it. I hope it's good, and I hope it's not just War Thunder in VR, but I have a feeling it might be. I hope it's more like VTOL with missions and stuff, but if it's just this constant team deathmatch kind of gameplay, I'm gonna be a little disappointed in it. But I am looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be sweet. I think it's gonna be super sweet. Yeah, I feel you. VR can be expensive. There's affordable VR options that are pretty good though, like cheaper than the cost of a PlayStation, and you'd be just fine. But yeah, it'd be like, I don't know, VTOL would I think would change everybody's mind on VR. It's fucking mind-blowing. It's real. Yep, I do know there's realistic. My problem with realistic is I don't have this set up on my flight sim computer. So my flight sim computer is a different computer where all my HOTAS and all my flight controls are. And I've tried to play it in realistic, and I didn't think it was that good. Like, I think there's better games out there for the realistic feel, like IL-2, for example. And it takes longer. So it takes longer to find a game, and I don't have the patience for that. And the one life kind of stuff, like it just sending me back to the lobby to find a new game bothers me. So kind of not really my place. This is the same reason I don't like games like PUBG or even Fortnite, for example. It's you spend a lot of time in a pre-game lobby, and then if you die, you have to just spend a lot of time in a pre-game lobby. The advantage to the arcade battles is if I die and I have planes remaining, I just get in a new plane and I keep going. But yeah, I feel like I have better flight sims for a flight sim experience. Like War Thunder is a good airplane game, right? It's a good plane game. It's not a good simulator, in my opinion. So if I want to play a simulator, I'll play a simulator. If I want to play an airplane game, that's where I turn to War Thunder. Same with, like, to me, War Thunder is not much different than something like Ace Combat. Like Ace Combat, I would never try to play with a HOTAS, right? Like Ace Combat or Project Wingman. Like, these are just airplane games, in my opinion. So I play them as such. Amazon gives a Quest 2. Yeah, Quest 2 I think right now is $199, maybe even $150 right now for a Quest 2. Quest 3 is more expensive at $500, but I think it's the best bang for your buck. I think it's the best money you can spend on VR right now. Like, you get a lot per dollar with a Quest 3. They're making a light version of the Quest 3. I think it's called the Quest 3S, and that's supposed to maybe be cheaper. And if that's the case, that could be the most affordable, like, bang for your buck headset. You don't play for the sim aspect, you play for the World War II machinery. You should try IL-2. IL-2, great battles. You will fall in love with it. If you like the simulation World War II idea, I think you'd love IL-2. Like, War Thunder is good, but it's just it's an arcade game. It's more like I want to play a game, less I want to be a fighter pilot for me, where the other games are I want to be a fighter pilot. But you should check out IL-2 if you have any like drive to do World War II sims. IL-2, great battles. Don't get the other ones. Great battles is the one that you'd want. It's pretty cool. You could be flying a Spitfire in full fidelity right now, and you'd probably love it. IL-2 is really good. Learning curve though. Excuse me, gents. Yeah, learning curve is real though, because it is a simulator rather than a game. So, but it's worth it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the Quest 3, man. I think the Quest 3S is going to be crazy. I've also heard rumor that Meta is coming out with essentially the Quest 4 in 2026, I think it was. So right around the corner, we're going to get the next iteration of the Quest. And honestly, I'm pretty excited for it. I love the Quest 3 so much. Yes, IL-2 is both online and single player. So IL-2 has really cool careers. You can play like this career mode, and it's super cool. You can download DLC that's like campaigns if you wanted to, but they cost money. And you have campaigns that you can play, and then there are multiplayer servers, so you can jump into those multiplayer servers. But it is more mission oriented, so even though you're in a multiplayer server, like, your task isn't Airquake, so it's not team deathmatch like this. Your task would be like, hey, we're trying to move the front lines, like we're trying to take over this part of the map, and for us to do that, we need to go take out this supply convoy. So you fly in and drop bombs or rockets at the supply convoy, or maybe you're providing close air support for the other bomber. You should look it up on YouTube before you get all, like 2 feet first in it, because you are gonna need like a HOTAS, so a flight stick, right? You're gonna need a flight stick. You're gonna need to maybe consider track IR or open track with a webcam, so that you have head tracking. But if World War II warbirds are really your thing and you want to dive like super deep into it, that was a horrible life, for the record. Check out IL-2, great battles, and just watch some YouTube on it. Watch some of the YouTube multiplayer and you'll get a feel for it. There's a couple really cool like dynamic campaign generators that the community for IL-2 has built, so you can just download them and you have unlimited missions and campaigns to play, and those are free. So it's fucking awesome. And there's a ton of planes, but they sell them to you, so they're all DLC. So you get a couple planes as like depending on which battle you buy. So it's called IL-2 Great Battles, and there's more than one base pack that you can buy. So you buy the base game, and depending on the battle that you buy, it'll determine like what your starting aircraft are. But I think you get like 6 starting aircraft. You get a mix of, fuck me, you get a mix of fighters and bombers. So you'll get like 2 or 3 bombers and then 2 or 3 fighters, right? So you'll get a good mix of aircraft to fly. And then if you want the others, like the P-51 for me, for example, the P-51 didn't come in a base pack. So like in the base pack, I got the BF-109, but I wanted a P-51, so I bought the campaign that also included the P-51. So the campaigns can be a little pricey. You can find them on sale though, but I would just say buy the airplane that you want to fly and fuck the rest, because unless you want it later on down the road. But IL-2 Great Battles, find the package that has the aircraft you want, and then if not, find the package that you like the looks of the most, and then buy the aircraft that you want. They do a really good job at keeping it updated too. It's not like a really abandoned plane. Look at Coffee getting it done. It's not abandoned or anything like that. Yeah, but to be fair, the planes are they're simulation level planes, right? Like you're getting a really accurately modeled plane that probably has its own development team working on it. So you get a lot more for your money than you would like a Call of Duty map pack or like a Fortnite skin, or even honestly you get significantly more than what you get out of a War Thunder plane for whatever it's worth. But check it out, because in IL-2 is really cool because you can turn the settings to a more arcade setting. So like if you're really struggling to learn, just because it is a study level simulator, if you're just trying to get started, like maybe you play it with things on like arcade settings, and then as you get used to it, you slowly turn it to like all the way up to realistic, and it's really cool. Yeah, no, I got that you were kidding. I'm just saying I think the model is better than like the War Thunder model. Like War Thunder model's nickel and dimey, like you have premium that you can buy, you know what I'm saying? Whereas IL-2 is like you buy it once and you get to keep it forever, and you don't have to pay for the servers and shit, right? So it's a good model, and they did a really good job. They just genuinely did. That's why I like BMS too, like Falcon BMS. Like you can make it really easy on yourself if you're learning, and then slowly make it harder as you get used to it. So yeah, IL-2 for World War II stuff. I think Coffee's still alive. Coffee's still alive. What time? Oh, we got 10 minutes. I think that's going to be the last realm, to be honest with you. I actually need to go say hello to my kids. I have not seen them since they got home from school because I'm hanging out with you guys. So we're going to call this one about 10 minutes early. Everybody 12 minutes early. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the new follows. We hit 90. Fuck yeah. For the record, fuck yeah. Thank you to everybody that followed. Thank you to everybody that hung out and chatted. I appreciate it. We talked about some good shit today. Remember, we stream tomorrow. We'll probably be playing some DCS. And most importantly, we stream Friday Night Flights, VTOL VR. Come hang out. It is the banger stream of the fucking week. It is the only way to kick off a good weekend, okay? So, those are the next 2 streams that we have on the list, tomorrow and Friday Night Flights. Most importantly, come hang out in the Discord. Like, genuinely. I'm there all the time. So, thank you guys for everything. Thank you all so much. We'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, okay? You guys have a good Wednesday evening.